Hello, welcome back to another installment of Field of Flies. Last time, you escaped the pocket dimension with 100 other individuals from the pocket dimension by summoning the chariot reversed, which teleported you to the middle of the inner sea. You teleported on a whale to a small island off the coast, actually a very large island off the coast of Zanzibar. Zanzibar, not Zanzibar. Uh, and here you remain. Several of the people who you came with have gone upshore to try to find uh, this port that the Tolrioko maintains to keep an eye on Zanzibar. Others are a few just sort of lingering, others sort of exploring. This seems to be a relatively uncertain time for everyone. I believe the last time you found Jorl, you found your 3 coins,
Yeah.
which you are going to use for.
Okay, so Chiron, I think is his name.
Yeah, I call him Sharon.
Oh.
I don't know if that's right.
No, but it's definitely better. Hey Sharon.
Hey, Sharon, Lord of the Gap Between Life and Death.
No, Puppeteer of Souls. Karen. Great Beast serves the concept of balance of life. Blah blah blah. Difficulty. Can I handle that? I'm gonna probably do like an hour of a ritual for this because it's the first time I'm summoning. Oh, definitely don't need an hour, but yeah. Okay. I I'm gonna need some magic from anybody who has some to spare in order to power this.
Okay, I should still be able to transfer Xeon, right?
We still have the rods. Like basically the rods, I can just draw. Like if you fill it up, I can just draw the same symbol on me to transfer the magic from inside of it. So shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Quick question, Sam. Has it been about 1 day almost since we attacked the compound?
To attack the compound, let's see here. You hit it. That took about an hour. Then you teleported into the side. That took 3 hours. You teleported out. No, it has been maybe 8 hours since you attacked the compound. It is still very fresh in everyone's minds, the chaos of those moments.
Alright. No worries. Okay. So I'm gonna need probably to call Sharon twice. Once to make the pact and once to activate the power. Who's volunteering to become comatose for a little bit?
Comatose?
Well, like we're gonna switch the souls of one person with the soul of karma for a little bit, and so that karma is able to like speak to us with whoever is conscious, if it works. So I need a volunteer.
Oh, I'll do it, and that's no.
Okay. All right. So I just need you to relax and not try to resist what's gonna happen. It's gonna take just a little bit of a ritual. Omen, can you give me as much magic as possible?
Yeah, 450.
450?
No, are you sure you want to do this?
Oh, I mean, definitely. Is there like a chance that something goes wrong?
Absolutely not. But also towards Omen, I'm like,
Yeah, I'm definitely into this. Then let's go.
all right. You
I think maybe I should do it instead.
Okay.
As long as you're fine with it.
It's gonna last for potentially a few hours. Just letting you know.
We're not in immediate danger anyway.
You were woken up, Killian. You went. You walked up the shore, and sat with your pet by a tree.
Yeah, then he went back to sleep.
Oh, you went back to sleep. Okay.
He wanted to rest.
Okay.
Okay,
Is
so you
is
take
it
a rest.
is this right after this is probably like soon after Filariel had a fight with Null, and like if it was anything close to like what the fight with Zoya was, we might have like broken the sound barrier a few times and like
Yeah.
drawn a little bit too much attention to this place.
He's
But-
not quite as powerful as Zoya, but it was a pretty impressive fight.
Gotcha. All right. So you said you have 450 points to spare.
455 exactly.
455. Okay, I'm gonna let you keep 5, but that's gonna be a total of 540. That's gonna be enough for me to call Sharon once. Maybe I can
Wait.
do the. Hmm?
You're gonna make him go into Xeon fatigue?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Technically, that drained half of the fatigue that you have, Omen.
Yeah. But you have a lot of fatigue, as I remember.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only that. You drain half and then you get
Oh yeah,
more.
you get a fatigue penalty. But
Minus 30, is it?
I think something like that. Blah 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 blah. Supernatural.
Look it up. Don't worry. You do, Karen.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna take an hour. If it's not enough with the if it's not possible to do it with the while I do the pact, then I'll either have to wait or ask Killian for a little bit of his magic. But yeah, after like I'm gonna draw symbols in the sand, place a few stones. They're called stones, but they're not like precious stones by any means. They just like represent different things. A little bit like the ritual that's done like in the by the seer in the beginning of like Princess Mononoke. If y'all remember that scene when like she's like throwing pebbles against each other to try to scry the future, and yeah, that's a little bit.
I
like
vaguely do. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, and I didn't get it at that point.
And then let's see, 1 hour ritual is gonna give me small bonus to okay. Oh, I do have the plus 100 from. Oh my god, this is gonna last a while. I'm sorry, because I've got the plus 100 from the other thing activated. Anyways, 1 hour. Okay, an hour gives me a plus 20. I'm going to purposefully lower. I don't know if I can do that. Okay, this is just for the pact. Hopefully. Right, and I pass by a lot.
All right. Yeah.
right. And oh, this one does not have a description. Oh, usual appearance. Sharon appears as a skinny old man with a profuse beard and wears tattered clothes and a hood.
All right. So, this unusual old man, you don't really notice him until the incantation is complete. He seems to like sweep across the sea out of nowhere, approaching you, and with like a wave of his hand, you see just very faintly little like strings that seem to sort of bend light, flickering between Null and Karma. And then, for just a second, like Null slumps forward. What?
Wait, between Omen and Karma.
Oh, Omen and Karma. I'm sorry. Yes, Omen and Karma. Okay, Omen. I forgot that you had changed that. Omen, you lose all of your senses. You don't know what you're doing. You may start to have some small dreams. It is essentially as though you are asleep. However, Omen's body sort of slumps forward and then, like, eyes open, looking around, and then looks down at Karma's body, and you see Omen's eyes get really big. And it's like, well, actually, he's been this way before. Am I projecting right now? Could you see me?
We can see you. Karma, is that you?
Yes.
Okay. The coins are
What
gone.
happened? Where
Um,
are we?
okay, so we got out of the pocket dimension, and we got everybody out, but you got hit by something and you've been unconscious for a while, and we were trying to make sure that you were alive. So Omen volunteered.
Why am I in Omen's clothes?
You're in Omen's body. I called someone to exchange your souls for a few hours. By my calculations, say this is gonna be 620. This is gonna be 80. This is gonna be a day and a half. Yeah. You're gonna be inside of Omen's body for a day and a half.
I don't really
Oh
like this.
no, sorry.
But
no, my bad. 1 hour. Which day? No, it's a day and a half.
Omen was okay with this?
Yeah, she volunteered herself.
So is I just not waking up?
Yeah, we think it's a coma induced by like overexerting your psychic powers. We were facing off against a destruction mage, and they're known for being able to like make it really hard for psychics to use their powers, which means you might have had your projection form destroyed, and like it could have like caused a lot of psychic fatigue to your body. Your body could be out for a few days, but we're all glad to know that you're still in there.
I suppose was. Okay. Does that mean I can't use my psychic powers in this body?
I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure Omen wouldn't be able to use her magic from inside of your body, but you can try.
All right. I'm actually just gonna look at Sharon real quick. Just to see.
Yeah. It affects both individuals in exchanges their souls. But to avoid the effects, both have to make a magic resistance check. If either of them passes, the power has no effect. If for any reason the body of one of them dies, the soul that was inside does not return to its original body, and the transfer becomes permanent for the survivor, and the difficulty increases That's all it says. Like by every point by which I like exceeded the difficulty
No, wait. You exceeded the difficulty
by a lot.
by
By
187.
no, by 360. The difficulty is 340, and I got hold on, wait, 340, and I got 620. Oh no, 20 by 22. Ugh, hold on. Let me 620 7
Oh yeah, 620.
minus 340. Okay, yeah, 28 hours.
No.
Hmm?
That's 1 hour per 1 point, not per 10. He's gonna be in this body for 12 days.
Ah, for each point by which the caster exceeds the required difficulty. Yes, I might have miscalculated that a little bit. Well, it's a running thing for Gerald to be messing with powers he does not fully understand. So,
No.
Yeah. Y'all trust
Karma.
Joral, but don't trust my friends. I see how it is.
well,
Good point.
hold on.
Karma's just kind of like staring at his hands.
Wait, whose hands?
Omen's hands. Oh no.
Oh yeah, no, my bad. Yeah, 12 days.
And there's. Can you swap them again? Can you just swap them? A second.
I'm out of magic. Killian,
Actually,
Killian.
Is asleep
Yeah,
to the side.
yeah.
So yeah.
I'm waking you up.
Okay. And wait.
It's gonna be two. Hey, could I get a little bit of your magic, please?
What do you need it?
I'm okay.
He holds out his hand and says, "What do you need?"
Okay, I'm giving you one of the rods, and I'm gonna point to Omen, and I say, "This is Karma. I swapped Omen's soul with Karma to make sure that Karma was still alive. Now I'm gonna try to swap them back."
They could have just waken me up. I could have peered into his dreams if he was having.
He might not.
It would have been.
He might not have been having any dreams.
Karma, were you having a nightmare before?
I mean, I sort of figments. I was having some.
Negative dreams?
Well, I didn't like them. I don't really remember what all they were.
Okay, it would have worked. But we're. And I give him.
Okay, cool. How much do you give me?
How much do you ask for?
Well, one rod is about 100 points of Xeon.
Okay, well then I give you 100 points.
Okay, cool. That is enough. So I'm gonna try it again, and you know what's really funny? If there's a large difference between the two of them, Karma and Omen might still end up swapping their bodies again before swapping back.
That's true. Just randomly it'll be a swap. All right, so.
All right, I am not doing an entire hour of this time. And hold on. Alright, okay. Alright, and then V, and then no, Command V. Alright, just give me 1 second. What's okay? Give me 1 second. Yes. All right. Cool. and then C, and here we go. Right, cool. And I'm gonna do it again with this time just a minute, which is gonna be a plus 10, I think. Yeah, minute is plus 10. All right. Okay, so that's 500 and hold on, that's 480. And last time, okay, so that's like 60 hours of difference, something like that. I can like, okay, give me 1 second. 480. So it's 680. 680 minus 527. So there's gonna be like 153. Oh no, my bad. Just 53. Yeah, there's gonna be 53 hours towards the end when they might switch back. But yeah, I'm calling upon Sharon again, and like swapping their souls again. Just before that, I say like, Karma, is there anything you want us to say to Omen for you?
Thanks for volunteering. I hope I wake up soon.
Okay.
I do remember really quickly being in pain. If anyone, I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, was it your head causing you pain?
It's sort of hard to tell in that dream set. I just felt pain.
Okay, I'll take care of it and swap their bodies.
Okay, Sharon, as once again this faint blur along the water that like slowly steps onto the shore as though off of a boat, and raises his hands, and just sort of his head slowly creaks towards Jorel a little bit. And it looks back and it's fine.
All right.
Omen, you awaken. Your hands are like unusually clammy.
Yeah. What happened? What do you say?
It worked. He's alive. He's okay. He mentioned he was in pain, and that he was having vague dreams, but he's alive.
Well, do we know what's happening to him?
I'm pretty sure it's the psychic fatigue from like getting his ghost projection form destroyed. I can't be sure, but yeah, it usually takes days to recover from that. He's aware of that.
Wasn't the whole point of bringing him out so we could make sure?
Yeah, the fact that he's still alive pretty much confirms that. Yeah, but he's still gonna be unconscious for a little bit.
Okay, so all we learn is that he's still alive, which we could tell from the fact he's breathing.
That his soul still exists and is still connected to his body. That's pretty important, since otherwise his soul might have been like just disconnected and floating back in the pocket. I mentioned it with Eft. So there's that. And he's in pain.
Soul isn't being ripped from.
Sorry?
But it's nice that he still has his soul, I guess.
Yeah. At least there's that. Yeah. He mentioned he was in pain. I think Idarid might be able to tell one of my familiars how to like the instructions to cast a simple healing spell, because they have the gift. Yeah. So I'm gonna get one of them to do that.
Yep. So long as they have the intelligence and they accumulate at half their speed, they can do so.
Yeah. So probably Filarial then.
Wait, how does that?
Well, like basically, Iterid knows creation magic, and Iterid is like, okay, so you cast a spell by saying those words and by making those gestures. It's like it might take a while. I wouldn't do that in combat, but basically they're following the instructions through the familiar link, and then just.
It's essentially the same as reading a grimoire, but instead of just writing it down, she can just explain this.
So, creation, healing. Here we go. 50 life points for an intelligence of 8, which I have an intelligence of 9 with Gabriel. Gabriel is going to cast this. It cost me 80 points of Xeon. Cool. So, alright. Cool. Yeah. So it's oh yeah. It also cancels temporary penalties caused by criticals up to half of the value of the life points. So about 25 worth of critical based penalties. If I don't know if that's going to help him wake up or anything, but yeah.
As you cast the spell, all of our nearby wizards able to watch the weaving of magic. It sort of suffuses into him. There's like a color that returns to his cheek just faintly, and he sits up and goes,
Oh. Well. That was easier than calling Sharon twice.
Yeah.
Just done that the whole time.
But I didn't know that would work in any way. But yes, I could have done this the entire time.
I'm still in pain, but I'm awake. Thank you. And he's going to sort of shamble up, and Null is going to quickly like grab his whole head, and Karma sort of freezes up, and Null is going to slowly turn his entire face towards Gale. And then spread open his hands. And Karma's like now blinking against both the like light in the clouds, and then Gale, who looks slightly different than she did before. And he furrows his brow and sort of like gets a little closer and says, "Sad." Looks at him and says, "Are you? Hey, hi. You grew out your hair." She says, "It wasn't my intent, but I suppose I did." And Karma slowly like gets this really large smile you only really saw once when everyone was sitting down to camp. Once you, Karma, and Null had all sort of combined. He says, "So we're all together again."
Yay.
We did it.
Yes,
That
by
time.
some miracle.
Karma will sort of like sort of shyly, sort of like lean over with sort of arms outstretched, and eventually like, Gale will just hug him, and they'll sit for a while. That was really scary. So, did you explain where we are?
In Sanabar?
Oh yeah. Not to Karma. No. We're in Zanzibar, if in the middle of the inner sea.
I can't rightly say I've heard of that, but
Oh no,
the inner sea I've heard of. So we're very far away from Dwanhof.
Yeah. We
Did you guys do it? He like looks around at all the people walking on the shore.
we
Do
we called upon a higher power to help us out escape.
Is Havelthorn alive? Or defeated? Or
She's
never ran into her.
We didn't see her.
Hope for the best.
And we'll still have to deal with her later, but...
Well,
But
we
I
made
mean,
it out.
as much as I want to set her on fire, it's probably best if we never see her again.
That's true.
I admit I wouldn't mind that.
I only ever have to return there if I want to complete the pact with the chariot. Yeah, there's still lots of stuff to take care of in Dwanhof. Alright. Well. This entire process was exhausting. I'm gonna need a little bit of time to recover from spending all of this magic. I say we take a few days. This place is pretty idyllic as far as resources and survival, and like I'm pretty sure those things over there, the big hairy things, are fruits that we can eat. They're called coconuts, and we should be able to scavenge food pretty easily around here. So, yeah, we should stay here a few days before we head back.
No, Karma, Gale, and all sort of. They're nodding slowly, but their eyes inevitably like go towards Omen.
Yeah, well, we should probably stay here next few days at least.
Alright. Cool. I have, yeah. Do you remember the church I mentioned with the 5 dragons? I might want to take a peek with the eyes of the world at some point. Just try to see if the eyes of the world are able to penetrate the defenses, and so that I can learn what's inside there. But apart from that, yeah, our stay should be uneventful.
Well, have fun with that. In the meantime, I'm going to see what these coconuts taste like.
Alright. Be
Hold
careful.
on, let me try out my new gloves. And I was gonna punch a tree down.
Okay, I don't think it does. Oh no, it still augments damage. Yeah, at the very least.
Very good. Ooh, buddy. I just realized something bad, but that's okay. I didn't give EXP for the last one, but we'll get a double EXP this time. Yay!
Alright.
All right, everybody, settles in for some rest. Did you say you had another objective, Joral, or are you just resting?
Oh, but like just resting. Maybe my familiars are going to be learning a few spells, like during this time. But everybody needs to recover Xeon mostly.
I'll be ready in 1 day.
Well, you can give us a little bit of Xeon from your full pool so that we recover faster.
Well, if you guys ask for Sion,
I would appreciate. I think like we're at a point where we can like, hey, are you full? Like talk about that and sharing and stuff. I haven't.
I don't know. I feel like Joral still like sleeps with one eye open when Killian.
No, because I only have one eye, so I
have to at least close one eye.
Yeah, exactly.
If he had another eye, he would sleep with one eye.
That said, we also have a number of sleepless companions who can just stand around and be okay.
Do we?
At least, Chef.
Oh yeah, Chef. Yeah.
Do Shelly need to sleep or no? Because they're elemental.
That's a good question.
So, by the way, really quick, how many days?
I think like 5 days.
5 days.
That seemed to be like what we had for to recover for the previous like the previous time we were waiting around.
Omen, 5 days.
I'm just gonna be good after 4. So yeah, whatever.
And Gillian, you're good to wait for 5 days.
Yeah, that sounds.
Alright.
During those 5 days, everybody can recover 5. Recover 3 for now.
Okay. Recovering
3 days
3.
worth of stuff. You do get 3 days to rest. Karma's mental connection with you, Omen, had been broken by something in the pocket dimension, so he reestablishes that with you. You can now talk to Karma whenever you want. Again.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
He regains all of his psychic points. He's gonna actually get 2 more in these spots. It's becoming really useful, and he's gonna fill those with mental connections with the rest of the Fiends of Anatari original group. If Omen would like, he would happily extend that to Jorel as well, which will allow all 4 of you to be in constant mental contact with each other. Well, all 5. Through the Karma Hub.
Karma Hub.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell Karma to hold off on extending it to Joel for a little bit.
In that case, all 4 of you, just the original Fiends, can talk to each other whenever they like.
Also, I just want to say, Tez,
Yes.
I count as a game master for this game, so I see.
Oh, what?
Whispers to game
I
masters.
thought that you couldn't. Oh, to
No,
game.
because I'm in charge of the music.
Okay. I thought that would be sent straight to me.
Oh, see, now the jig is up. That's not fair.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna take any of that into account in my roleplay. But
Send me a message in
Discord.
Discord.
In Discord,
Can you send? I can just send it to Avil.
Yeah, or just
Yeah, you can
whisper
do
it
it
to
Travel,
Avil.
yeah.
But if anybody's watching the video this far into the videos, some jig is up.
Man, now I'm really sad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like the second time that me being able to access GM stuff has ruined the surprise because I could see the winged serpent.
Yeah.
Like before
Everyone can now see the winged serpent.
yeah.
All right. So the 3 days pass. Everybody is now connected via mental communications. I'm gonna make.
Actually 3 days is sufficient for me to recover everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
In those 3 days, a couple of small things happen. The groups that you brought that stayed are sort of exploring the area with you. There are generally enough coconuts and things about for just you. Gale and Karma, through Gale being fairly stealthy and quick, and Karma astral projecting, are exploring the island to the south of you a little bit more, like moving through the trees. And hunting for more supplies. They do note that there are several areas over here where it looks like volcanic material has been thrown. There are impacts on this island from where more violent eruptions have thrown rocks this far. But overall, you guys have the supplies. Your companions that have stayed here, the people you brought here, eventually set up a ramshackled campsite just off of the coast while a lot of them figure out what they're doing. Some more of them will eventually go towards the port unless you give them any instructions. They'll just sort of some of them seem to be still under Omen and Null's sway, and they're sort of watching them, sort of confused that they have stopped being scary and giving orders. But they'll also sort of watch you guys to see what you're going to eat and mimic you there. At the end of those 3 days, make a notice check. And what do you
That's-
all? What? All of everyone. Yeah. I would also like you all to tell me what you generally are doing throughout the day, where you might be.
Okay.
Ooh, man, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good for once. Wait, yeah. Yeah, that is including the penalty for sight.
Oh, don't you still have World of Light? Eyes of the
No,
World or what?
by 3 days it is
No,
gone. I do believe.
it's gone by now. Oof. Okay, so Filariel is just basically hanging on to Null and not and being very passive, and that's not a lot. Yeah, so Jorol has the highest one with 157 out of my
Okay.
familiars.
So Jorol now has the highest. But Omen definitely has the highest. The highest.
Omen will probably be. She's maintaining communication with the other three, just like kind of trying to get a feel for like what they want to do now, and like how they feel about killing and Joel.
Oh, Killian and Jorol. I thought you
It's
said
like
killing Jorol. I'm like, I don't want to try to kill Jorol. That's not on our.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they're pretty open to you. Gale just wants to go somewhere that's not controlled by mages, and she wants to head back to some sort of civilization as soon as they can. And she wouldn't necessarily mind if they just ignored everything, though. She will eventually confide that she will probably. She learned just a little bit hanging around in that place in the compound, and she has this now desire to learn more about magic and the occult, and she will sort of be a little iffy, but I'm sure you can convince her with your incredibly high persuasion. She has some goofy, and she'll call them childish plans of going back and taking appropriate revenge.
One
The
day,
Black Sun's on Nerthy's door. They're going to get to her before we do anyway.
Maybe so.
Best
Maybe
revenge is completely forgetting she exists.
I suppose so. I can. I'd still like to know what's going on. I wonder if Juro can do that in any way, or maybe Karma. But it's childish. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, I'm not going to be running off gung ho anytime soon. Null is just happy to be with you guys. He will go wherever you want to go. You want to go punch zombies? We'll punch zombies. You want to go to Paradise? He'll punch theme park rides. You want to go into Zampar? He will punch the lava. He is happy to go with the group. Karma himself is more along the lines of, I would like to establish ourselves in another region. I am curious as to what the area of the land outside of Dwanhove holds. I mean, even this little area seems like so much different, so much more full of life than Dwanhove does. And he's kind of just getting into being in this little area.
I have the hurricanes right next door, and it's a little bit like Dronholf with all the pirates and everything. Be a nice place to start.
Gale sort of looks up. You want to go to a pirate port? I mean, I think that we certainly have the skills to survive there now, I should think. Considering that I assume that during those 3 days you've also sort of talked about a couple of things you did and what you can do now. Gale is the lowest on the scale of experience at the moment, but you are all definitely well accomplished individuals. Probably more than capable of surviving in Blackport. Karma says, well, I suppose I wouldn't mind going there either. It's I'm not exactly excited about going into another place like Dwanholf, but we would be on the coast of the Inner Sea, and heaven knows what sort of interesting and enjoyable things are around besides Blackport that we could inevitably see.
It's more just a start. Like, we can go wherever you want now.
Okay.
You know, except back to Anatari. I mean, there's nothing left there.
Blackport Gale like gives her thumbs up for Blackport, and Karma. You eventually sort of wind up with a little bit of a tie between Gale and Karma. But Gale is definitely on board. She's like, yeah, I kind of want to go there and just. This is where like the pirate kings are, right? That's like the center of piratery in all of the seas.
Yeah, like I mean,
It's,
we have them too, I think.
it's where the legendary pirate Kristoff hid his treasure.
You said that.
Yeah.
What?
Who said that? It's where the legendary pirate Kristoff hid his treasure. That sounds even better then. Yes, so Gale's
That's the
kind of
One
on
Piece.
the road to that. I get that you guys got a bunch of money, and I'm not really sure what to do with that. But maybe I'd like to earn a little keep now. And that sounds like my kind of place, unlike that peaceful little town.
Let's not think about that. We've
Yeah.
got a whole lives ahead of us.
Karma will
Just need
eventually. Gale will eventually sort of be able to sway Karma, who's like, yeah, okay, I suppose we can do it. I mean, it's a bigger adventure than we ever went on back at Dwanholf. What are and that's your group's consensus at the moment. Is that would be fun. What is Gerald doing anything over these 3 days?
Jorl is enjoying a little bit of time off. He's touching on a couple of ideas with and planning with Gabriel. Gabriel like wants to go back into activity as soon as possible, and they're like really thinking about getting what's the name one of the invocation that summons your worst enemy for you to pass judgment on you. So the judgment reversed as a next step to dealing with Black Sun. But right now we're just like we're so far away from our troubles that we're just taking like a few days off to rest. So I'm really like taking it easy, like going out to the beach and swimming, having fun, like resting a lot of the time, and musing about what could possibly be in the Church of the Five Dragons. And yeah, that's not really like training for anything, like maybe learning a few spells with so I know that Gabriel could learn a few spells with Killian, and she'd definitely be eager to do so because of like how active she wants to be. So if Killian is willing to like train a little bit for the darkness spells, that's what Gabriel is gonna do. And yeah, Filariel is going to hang out with Noel most of the time, just trying to like make sure that they're synchronized by just hanging out together like as much as possible, so that they're like so that they get to know each other's like movements and stuff very well.
Okay. Noel is further emboldened by Thalariel to just go into the woods and like stretch and exercise and fight some trees and sort of develop that connection in combat between the two of them.
All right.
Okay, and Killian says you'll have a first day.
Yeah, obviously I will report back to my good old friend Foxglove on the first day.
On the first day, okay, so you make your summoning ritual, and you draw the attention of Foxglove to you. Are you doing this in private, I imagine?
Yes, I'll probably do it at nighttime.
Okay. Make
As
a make an herbal lore check, by the way.
Can I have my Shelly do?
Yes.
Okay, let me see how much it has. Okay.
All right. You do find a Marilease on this island, so I don't think it really matters for you. But you take half the time and half of the cost, the on cost.
So me 100 or 200?
Yeah, just 100. Just 100 to quickly summon forth the Eye of Foxglove. And once again, you are found a dark place in a dense wood. His presence rolls in. You can faintly hear the sound of the music box, and once again, you are eerily aware of things moving around your feet and through the air, very near your head, that are transparent and shadowy. However, this is a much more comforting feeling for you than most people.
That's good.
Yes. You have accomplished what I have asked.
Of course, I have set your woods, or sprouted the seeds of your woods in the realm. I even made sure they grow and blossom quite quickly.
You did. They were beautiful for a short time.
For a short time.
Something found the plant while it was still only a sapling.
What a shame.
It is a shame, but the roots remain. It is a small door, but a door nonetheless. So, I thank you. You have earned my favor.
Mm.
Are you looking for something more to do?
As always, I seek to serve.
Well, you know the island nearby. The large one covered in fire.
I assume there's no.
I am well aware of curious eyes of ours, and I want you to know what lies on that island cannot be let loose. That one among your party, keep him away.
Joro? The old man?
Yes, the very one.
Okay, I will make sure that nothing insane happens.
Thank you. And I will have something else for you to sink your teeth into very short. But until then, I think you may have company. He is going to reach forward and gently place, well, not him himself, but you sort of see this shadowy hand appear out of the faint, or like just in the faint light streaming through the trees, and places another seed upon the ground. Take this with you.
Is there any place you want me to place it, or is it up to my discretion?
Oh no, that is not a seed I want you to plant for me. This is a seed for you.
What is it, my lord?
It holds the very essence of the shadows you wield. If you consider any casting, any spell of yours to be of great importance, I would suggest using that seed. You can use it in place of your essence.
Ah, how wonderful and splendid. What a rare gift.
Now that is just a trinket for you. You still have my favor. Is there anything you desire?
Not currently, but hopefully after I succeed on our next mission, I will have something to ask.
Very good. Summon me within the next few days. Some very interesting things are going on. And that you are now on this far-off island is possibly a great asset.
Ah. Oh, I keep that in mind.
Is that all you have for Foxglove?
Yep.
You may bow your head. The fire burns out. The ritual is ended. And darkness fades. The sounds sort of the sound sort of flows away. You can hear it growing quieter, but it's not as though it's just softening, but it's flowing away into the trees.
I bow and keep then and kind of blow out the little smoke. Finish my dark deals on the night.
Yeah. You're definitely the warlock of the party.
I told Av I was like, I want to play a warlock in this, and that's what we accomplished.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm writing you a quick notice about what that thing does.
Okay, doke. Is there any way I can see how much Xeon I had on the left?
How much Yen you had on the last what? Last table, yes. That was it in the compound test halls?
Yes.
No, it was not. It was in the you had oh yeah, I'll just let you look at it. It's over here.
Okay, that's exactly how much I thought I had.
Okay, good. And then back over. Ah, fudge. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter if you guys know what it does. It's a powerful little artifact.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Do we notice anything on the third day?
On the third day, Omen, you were just sort of hanging out by the water with your friends, and you notice very quickly there's a boat coming up the shore. It's not a terribly large one. It doesn't look like one that like a combat, like a massive battleship or anything. But it's decently large, and you see them sweeping up very quickly along the shore. They probably can see you if they're paying attention, but you have an opportunity to act if you want to.
Carmen, can you tell who's in that?
Sorry. It'll take me just a moment. I'll have to, I think... Let me make sure I have all of his abilities. Where are you? There. Only by projecting. I might be able to reach them with mind reading from here. Let me give that a shot. Just going to do a really quick roll for. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. Potential on some area. He does not fumble. He's fine. And then he's going to try to project a mind reading to the ship. Potential. Okay. Projection. Oh wow! All right. So how far is that of a projection?
I can look it up for you if you want. I'm on the right page for that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So it reaches what, absurd or very difficult?
Almost impossible.
Almost impossible. Achieving this difficulty allows the psychic to hit a target whose exact location is known but not necessarily within direct eyesight, up to 1 mile.
Okay, so yeah. He sort of narrows his eyes to the ship and then his eyes widen and says, "Oh, I hit it dead on." Okay. And the resistance for that was... Oh no. Fred, stop. If I put 2 words in the find option of my search bar in PDFs, it now just doesn't register anything I put in there. So here we go, mind reading. That is a 140. So he narrows his eyes at the ship, thinks for a moment, and says they're with the Tolroko. There's a number of scouts on the ship looking for a beached vessel.
Beached vessel?
I think they're with the people. Well, they're not with the people. I think somebody told them that we came on a ship.
We better stay out of their way.
Are we heading back into the woods?
Depends. Do you think they'll be able to find us there?
Well, they're looking for a beached vessel, not a bunch of people on the shores. I mean, I don't think they plan to dock. That doesn't seem to be on anyone's mind. They are looking for people, but they're looking for people around a boat. I don't think they'll find us if we go inland.
No, but they'll want to. If they notice that people are trapped on this island, they'll want to try and take them off, and that might mean they'll come inland to look for others.
Eventually, yes. I'm just saying that I don't think that boat's gonna come look at inland anytime soon.
Yeah, we'll be fine for a couple hours, I guess, but we should probably think about heading off soon.
I suppose it's true.
Need to talk to Joel and Killian then.
I think it's about time. I'm not really looking forward to that, but we'll see what happens. You guys move into the woods to sort of hide. Now, it is true that the campsite that the people have made, not necessarily you guys, is generally near the shore and maybe visible from the water. Would you be interested? Would you want to try to hide that, or would you just sort of let that go?
No, that's fine there.
Okay.
Oi,
Trapped here, do we?
why is everybody looking in such a hurry?
As we walk in, Jorul, it will be just a little bit, but you can sort of see the dot on the horizon of that ship coming too. This is after, though, that they've been out there talking about it and then walked back towards the boat. Killian, what was your notice check?
1 some.
Killian's notice was 132. So yes, you are at this point. You are still busy with anything that you were doing that day, you have not noticed the boat coming up the shore.
Okay, doke.
All right. Um. Is there a problem with that boat, Omen?
It's Toroko.
Oh. Yeah, we might want to keep away from them. I'm gonna call Philario back in my body.
Okay. Just like slides off of Nell's chest and vanishes.
Oh, also, yeah, we still have the psychokinetic armors on that are still visible. So just like we do have like the an air of supernatural about Omen, me. I think Gabriel has one too. Yeah, so just letting you know that's like we.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I asked, does Karma tell me about Toloroko, or just...
Well, he says it openly with like, if you're nearby, you could easily hear it. Yes.
I asked Karma how many people were on the...
From the handle I got, 25. There's probably a couple more that I missed. I don't think I accurately read all of them, but I'm pretty sure it's not much higher than that.
Do you know if there's many more boats coming?
Nope. They seemed pretty casual about this trip. They were just looking for the boat and all the people that crashed.
Wait. Oh, they're assuming we are a vessel that crashed instead of teleporting here. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, they're looking for us. All right. I mean, it's been a nice 3 days, but if we're ready to go, I can. I'm ready to leave.
I'm fine with leaving it.
All right.
Question is, where are we going?
Oh, so I thought that it might be faster if we tried to go through Kashmir and back up through Shivat, but I realized that the distance between both lands is a bit too vast, so it might take us a while, but we're gonna have to go the long way around the inner sea to head back to Dwenhof.
Couldn't we go to Lucretia and take a blimp or something?
We could, but that would only get us to Gabriel. Teleportation is going to be faster and more discreet, I think.
So you are planning on heading back to Dwanhof?
Hmm? What?
You are planning on heading back to Dwanhof then?
Of course. There's people dying there. Aren't you?
Help, guys.
Gale steps up and says, "There's never a point. There's never a minute where somebody isn't dying."
Yes, but okay. Listen, you've Omen. You've seen how quickly the plague of zombies that they unleashed is spreading. They're spreading at a walking pace from Terra Santa. They're able to walk underwater. There won't be anywhere in the world where there aren't zombies in the next few years if we don't stop them now. We have to do something. And I thought we were the heroes. I thought we were the ones taking care of this. Don't you remember when we... I mean, I didn't have to convince you when we stepped into the tunnels underground beneath Terra Santa.
I was looking for my friends, Joel. told you at the time, I'm not a hero.
You have a lot of power. All of you. We are exceptional individuals. We're capable of changing things and improving things for the people who can't do that for themselves, and that means we have a responsibility to do so.
Well, why?
Because that's...
I mean, all kinds of people are born with the gift or natural talent. That mean they have to, like people like Black Sun don't decide they're just going to help people because they're born that way.
But they should. It's the right...
But I've people I need to think about protecting as well. I would have gone, if I didn't think you could do it, I would have gone with you.
I'm a summoner.
I think you stand a chance.
I'm a summoner. On my own, I can't do anything. Summoning is all about knowing who to call for help and when. And I really couldn't have done everything that we've done on my own. And you've been a very good friend, and really appreciate the help you've provided. I understand if...
Friends, I need to take a phone call. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was thinking, yeah, perfect time to turn to Karma and Null and be like, do you think the same way?
Well, I was gonna say I would appreciate an escort to Dornhorf after all I've done.
Dornhof.
Wherever we're going.
If we're heading to Drenholz, yeah. But that's where we gotta be heading first. I'm just gonna stop the recording until...
Done.
Oh, he's back.
Okay, well, he's back.
Sorry. Yes.
You got trolled.
So you turn to Karma and Null.
Yeah, and I say, so is... Are you all agreeing with this?
Well, I mean, you are very powerful, and yes, we are too, but I guess I don't want to say that I don't care about the people there, because even though it was filled with horrible people, it was also filled with the people that we knew, the places we came from. But in that place, it's the people who care about that matter, and I have all of them here.
But
And
there's probably some good people who care about others who are in need of help right now, and well, we might be safe, but we also are have the most potential to be. You know, the Inquisition is not gonna step in and do the right thing. They massacred entire villages just for knowing that magic existed. If they come in on this, they're probably not gonna leave any survivors. And Tolroko is is going to be outmatched. They don't have nearly the as good tactics as the Inquisitors or artifacts or powers. There really isn't anybody else, as far as I know, and well, there isn't going to be any place for y'all to hide because the zombies are going to keep spreading. There isn't going to be a moment when I mean, they've spread so far throughout Grunhof, and they're just going to keep going.
That's another point, though. It's Dwanhof. It's an unorganized bunch of lords and nobles using their own private armies to sort of beat up everybody else. There's not an army there, but I don't think they could get outside of Dwanhof with what we saw. I mean, maybe the Inquisition.
I mean, you didn't see what was under Terra Santa.
No, I didn't see that, but that was explained to me, right, Omen?
What was under
Just come
Terra?
out. Along with it. It's a big monster, basically. They call it a god, but
yeah, we
fought tougher.
We killed it, but it's called Ragnarok, and it's one of the worst experiments inside of the Necronomicon. And based on the skin that we found around Terra Santa, they're experimenting with more of these. I don't think I don't think the zombies are gonna be the only thing that Black Sun is going to unleash on the world. So we have to keep going. As you said, Omen, we took care of Ragnarok. I don't think anybody else in Terra Santa could have. And one of your friends might have been in Terra Santa.
Gale, like, Karma and Null are sort of like looking down, but Gale actually steps up and says, "They weren't, though. They're here."
Kill me.
I already said, I would at least like to be repaid for getting Gale out. I would love some escort to Dwarf form, and then once there, you guys can do whatever.
What part did he actually play in letting me escape?
He was very helpful.
Oh, he knew you.
I was the one who got them there.
Yeah.
I was the one who helped find ways out.
Yeah, we
helped take care of a man.
We definitely wouldn't have found a place if it wasn't for Killian.
Okay. Sorry, Killian. I suppose I didn't mean to doubt you. It's strange meeting all these new people with powers like Omen.
I owe both you and your familiars my life, and the lives of my friends. Probably several times over at this point, but I can't risk them again. Hold out a Ring of Erebus, Power Ring, Supernatural Devourer, her Eri Perigee. Hold him out towards Joel.
Well,
Karma looks down at his like amulet. This was important to me.
I'm gonna say I really think that wherever you're gonna go, you might still face Black Sun if they keep spreading like they are doing. So you might need these.
If you're right about that, then like I said, I'd come with you if I thought you would be in.
I'm not as strong as you think. I'm just good at helping others be strong.
Well, I'm not. It's never really been any of our thing, really.
Still made
It's nice for a while, though. At least want the
I'm
cake.
still listening. Just one moment.
Yeah. I'm still I'm gonna make a last-ditched attempt to like appeal to Null and Karma and Gale. Seeing because like basically I feel like Omen is using them as an excuse to like for their safety to leave. And I'm just gonna be like, are like is do you value your own safety as much as Omen seems to value it?
Well, that's. And then Karma says, I would much rather see these three live than myself. But, and then he looks to Noel, says, I think that maybe that's a part of each of us.
So are we all going to become the fiends of Blackport now?
Depends. Might keep the name just in memory, but there wasn't that
Anatary is
much to
kind of a
remember about
wicked name.
Anatary, was there? Yeah.
Still sounded pretty good.
Killian
Yeah,
mentioned repayment.
I would like.
Gives the supernatural power and powering to him.
You get a ring of Erebus? Wait, the supernatural power ring? Is that something different?
The supernatural devourer and the power ring.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, probably the ring of Erebus as well. Don't need that either.
Do you?
I just have all these magic artifacts.
Yeah.
Wait, you taking the Arab Pellegrini?
I don't think
They could. Yeah, I was gonna say they could
Take
do
off.
that between.
Yeah. Let's see. Omen's ring gives +2 power. Omen's staff. Oh no, you're keeping the staff?
Yeah. Well, I didn't say I was giving it away.
Okay,
But
cool.
like,
Yeah. No,
Slightly melted gold staff.
it's the one that has the splinter tracer in it. So yeah.
I mean, we can sort that out later. Or send me it directly.
Okay.
List.
Oh yeah. Okay, so there was the supernatural devourer. So basically, Killian, all the damage that you do is ends up being like Xeon that you drain from the person you're dealing damage to, without limits. And what was the and the ring of Erebus? Well, like it's in the book, so you can
it's
read.
5 to magic accumulation that increases the range of the thing by 1 level. Of any spell. Is it any spell?
Yeah.
Something, anyway.
I am going to keep Filariel's the rings of defense that Filariel had was like sharing with Null, because I feel like she's definitely gonna need those more. But he can.
The what that you were sharing with Mel?
The like I gave him like the when we were talking about who would be best for like to defend and to counterattack and to attack, like there was the ring of safety, the ring of safe return, and the compass of free doors that allowed like one of us to use area defense, mirror attack, and absolute screen.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep those.
Okay. He says, oh yeah. Do I get to keep these? He like flexes his gloves.
I mean, if you think you're gonna fight against other mages, then yeah, you should probably keep them. Yeah.
I mean, I like to be prepared, and I mean, these jigs are. I mean, they're yours. They're not really mine, but they're pretty sweet. If I can keep them, I'd be very appreciative.
Well, you know, the gems on there are
Probably worth a lot.
probably worth a lot, but to a few people. So just watch out for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karma like lifts up his amulet. Do you need this back?
You can keep it.
Thank you. Tucks it back into his coat.
Okay. Well, Killian, are you sticking with us?
Yeah, we're off to Darnholf, right?
Yeah. I mean,
That seems good to me.
why though? If I like your help is appreciated. I'm just I didn't think you'd stick around past Gil being freed.
Well, I didn't plan on coming here. I still have much things to do back.
Okay. Do those things involve saving people potentially?
If they come past my way, I guess I'll have to do.
Okay, well, I guess we can drive all together a bit. Yeah. I can drop y'all off. Blackport is on our. Is on our way, like in the direction we're going around the NRC. Would you want us to drop you off there?
That would be nice.
If it's convenient, yeah.
All right. Well, it's been fun traveling with you. Filariel is gonna like reappear. Turns to Null and is like, "Why is it that every time I choose somebody to become my wearer, they decide to leave right afterward? Is it? Yeah.
That's coming up.
Like, is it?
I don't think it's you. I mean, the whole being covered in blood thing's kind of weird.
Yeah,
but, I
yeah.
mean, we're getting along fine.
You said it was gooey. Like, I'm gonna start taking it personally if the next person that I offer this to leaves.
Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't.
Yeah. All right. Well, safe travels, and I hope you find Kristoff's treasure.
Thank you.
I don't know who that is, but thanks. Omen holds out a. I don't know who that is, but thank you. Omen holds out a hand to shake Joel's hands.
Okay. I'm gonna shake it back, and also, I'm gonna call upon Kristoff, to see if there's any hints I could give about his the whereabouts of his treasure. Hold on. Do I have? Yes, I am level 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Am I level 8? Yes. Cool. Give me 1 second. Seeking vengeance. Yes.
Is that intermediate?
Yeah, it's intermediate.
You do seek vengeance.
Plus 10. Be a sailor? No.
No.
Be wanted by the authorities? I'm gonna say yes.
I think that's a yes.
At this point, there's definitely multiple authorities between the Inquisition and the guards that we in the different cities, where I burned an entire like part of the town. Yeah. So that's plus 30. Have suffered.
Next.
Have
Definitely.
suffered a betrayal. Yeah, I got almost murdered by Blackstone, so I'm at plus 60. I don't have Kristoff's possessions or a fragment of his boat. Failed to keep your word.
That kind of slides into the next one. Have you ever lied? Like, just flat out lied?
I mean, like, I have lied, yeah.
I think that would count to fail to keep your word.
Okay. I didn't necessarily betray anybody. Oh, no. Definitely betrayed Genus.
Yeah, you did do that.
Yeah, so I'm at -10.
You did not fail to be greedy, though.
Okay. Yeah. Being poor? No, not at the moment, no. And fail to follow
What's
the pirates.
the pirate's code?
I have no idea. Listen,
What is
I don't know.
Let's say you don't fail to follow the pirate's code.
Okay, cool.
I'll fail to know something if you don't know what it is.
So I'm at -10, and I'm only summoning Christoph for a minute. So, so I'm at -10, and then for a minute is gonna be what? +0. Okay, cool. Let's do this.
I'm looking at what it says on Wikipedia, and I'm not seeing that you're disobeying any of them. They seem very specific.
Okay, 484. Okay, so Christoph. Let's see. Where is the image of Christoph? Okay, Christoph looks like this.
Yes, he looks wicked.
Yeah.
He's he's like a kind of skinny bearded man with gray tattered clothes, a scimitar, and a what looks kind of like an anchor.
Yeah.
But it's also
Are we-
a crossbow.
It's a
Are
weapon.
we I was gonna say,
No, it's
are we
a big
surrounded?
axe, I think.
What?
It's an anchor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
it's an
anchor.
Aren't we surrounded in dark fog?
Yes, we are surrounded in dark fog.
Yeah, so immediately, okay, so fearsome reputation, I get the disquieting advantage. Dark fog, I'm surrounded by dark haze extending a 150-foot radius, which remains fixed in the place where the incarnation was originally summoned. Cool. And yeah, I do have some ability in navigation, and so yeah, I'm just gonna
What degree do you summon him at?
intermediate, and I think difficulty 300. Yeah, that's definitely successful. Ooh, that is most of my Xeon though. But yeah, I'm gonna call upon the whatever knowledge I might be getting from Christoph to like to let him speak through me if there's anything about his treasure anywhere.
So he looks kind of like a scary pirate for a while, but while you're thinking, you don't get their direct thoughts or their memories. You sort of get them of a moment of them. However,
but I do get some of their skills, which might point in a certain direction.
you do your mind is also sort of working with this incarnation entity, and you look around. You sort of get the idea that if you were in the area, you might get some immediate memories, or at least have some sort of idea where you as Kristoff would hide something. From here, you don't really, you can't really tell the landscape of the Blackport, so you can't really give them anything. However, I do want you to make a notice check with your notice of 180 as Kristoff.
Oh, nice.
Should we be transforming into ancient legends in front of Tom?
And
Torokos.
we are surrounded by dark fog, and we are deep in the forest right now. So
Now, hold on a minute. First thing, how long did you take to cast this?
instantly, incarnations you don't there's no
you don't
ritual time for that.
Okay, cool. So, yep,
See the
you
point.
have, yeah.
A bit,
thought you did.
So
Okay. So yeah, 255. Do I notice?
So you are in the fog.
Yep.
Okay. Only your keen eyes. You're looking over your form. You're trying to think of things to help them out. You sort of examine your weapon, and in the groove of his anchor, you see these faint lines slowly seeming to carve themselves through it as you're just staring at it. And using his navigation mind, you start to recognize some landmarks.
Ooh.
Sort of flowing up the length of his anchor. It continues. You start to recognize you start to recognize the coast of the Eye of the Hurricane, but it's not on the coast, it's somewhere off the coast. Yet the map does not complete.
Okay.
There's no X. It just seems to flow around the coast a certain ways.
Okay. I'm gonna point that out to Omen, and show her the anchor, and like the point of the coast, and be like, this. She wanted to be able to have access to that part of the map whenever he wanted, so it might be important.
You have the you know that as you summon more perfect versions of him, other things develop. You imagine that if you summon the real version, that we get the full map.
Yeah, but I'm not level 11 yet, so.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah. So yeah. And after that, while Christoph is still present, I'm gonna teleport us to the Eye of the Hurricane.
All right. Kristoff appears in the Eye of the Hurricane.
Another Kristoff cosplayer. Oh no.
There are probably a lot of people who want to look like Kristoff.
Would people still
I'm-
alive in the Eye of the Hurricane at the moment know what he looked like though?
No.
Yeah. Also,
Wouldn't it be like a slightly older, like a mix between Joro and?
yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
it's sort of a mix. It's not exactly.
I'm not sure how much like incarnations actually change your appearance. I know you get some of the weapons and the armors or objects, but like I don't know if you actually look like the incarnation.
I like to imagine it depends on the level of incarnation.
Yeah,
Like
I do
basics,
too.
like look a little bit like them, like real as
Okay.
just you look like them.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
This is the fumble. So
No, it's not a fumble. It's always red with the potential.
Oh, this is sad. You were like one off.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's okay. Psychic
You can probably get us to the other side of the island with that.
So teleportation, 319. Oh wait, am I? Yeah, I am helping people.
You're definitely helping people.
Blah blah blah. Automatically, yeah, I'm helping people get to where they need to be. So that's gonna be a free 20. So I'm teleporting us 600 miles.
That could neatly get you to the other side of the island, which is a good place to then jump to the Black Coast.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
People are.
Mhm.
We're not taking people.
Nope, nobody's going with us. They're about to be rescued by Tolroko.
Yeah. Okay. And to 280. That's 60 miles into the waters.
Were you going to do the thing you did before where you just don't?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, so it's a matter of whether or not I get a fumble. 25. Okay, not doing that.
Did somebody draw a line between them?
Okay, cool.
15!
Yeah, alright. I have the hurricane. Here we go.
You teleport to the shore of the Eye Hurricane away from Blackport, I imagine?
Like overlooking Blackport.
Oh, so you're going to teleport up too?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can technically, if you want to, I'd say you could appear 100 kilometers above Blackport.
Not like I'm gonna
Literally above it.
not literally above it, but like if there's like a hillside that overlooks the place, I'm gonna.
Well, remember, you can't see it from where you are. And technically, it's over the horizon from this spot where you're teleporting.
Well,
you can't see the Eye of the Hurricane from here.
Then I'm gonna cross my fingers we don't all fall unconscious now.
Okay.
It's gonna
Make
be
your-
me. It's always.
It's always it is always you. Make an intelligence check.
Hold on. Joral's intelligence.
It could also be Gabriel's. I think Joral's is higher though.
I think so. Yes. Joral's is higher by 1.17.
So 17. That's really good. All right. All right. You arrive on the shores of the Eye of the Hurricane with no one going unconscious.
Yes.
Hey.
It is a successful teleport. I think Killian might like teleport like 3 feet above the air or above the ground, but most of you teleport just enough so there's just a light tap. You land on the shore. Being on water level lets you keep on water level even over a horizon.
It seems the teleport is consistently malfunctioning for you, Killian. Is that something that you've experienced in the past?
Unfortunately.
Ah. Okay.
What? When someone is so talented, the universe seems to balance things out.
All right. In this case, yeah. Well. Oh, look at that! There's a tavern brawl going on right over there, and
You can
and
like
this,
see the dark. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, and this part of the city seems to be on fire right now. Nice.
A slight home.
Yeah,
What? Why is it on fire?
you're on the shore, like on a curve up the way from a Blackport, and like up the shore from you, you can see like little houses or like decrepit wooden shacks, and then towards the main city, you can see the large expanding ports, branching off of the water, zigzagging. They don't seem to have been made to any regulation. Several of them have like full planet or planks just missing or broken in the middle. The houses, despite mostly being made of what looks like driftwood, sort of stack on one another, and some of them seem to be several tiers tall. There are many ships flying many different flags, varying from massive in size to like just tiny scuttler ships. And yeah, you can see that there seems to be a fire somewhere a little ways into the city, and there's also like a faint sound of like yelling and like it doesn't sound
Peaceful.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the conversations of a usual port city. It sounds like drunken people fighting, brawling, yelling orders, or challenging each other. Well, I guess that could be our home. I wonder if we'll get our own boat. Do we have enough money to buy a boat, Omen?
Between us, yeah, probably.
Probably. We could. We're not going to be pirates, though. Like, sort of side glances at Jorel. We're not going to
Oh, definitely not.
We're good. Not
No.
pirates.
Well, just as long as you don't kill anybody. That's innocent.
I won't do that. That's
But
our
murder
whole thing, is that we don't murder people, usually.
So that's a hey, look at the water staff.
Oh, yeah.
I said
was an
murder,
accident.
not kill.
That was in self-defense.
Remember- Exactly.
By the way, Omen,
So,
you're keeping the pipe, right?
Omen
What,
doesn't
for,
have the pipe.
Okay,
I have the pipe.
there was the
yeah, I thought Killian still had it.
Okay, so you got the pipe, the ring, and the
Movings
staff.
and Supernatural Devourer.
I also have
Alright.
these robes. Well, I would love to.
No,
keep them as well.
The robes got converted into.
Oh yeah, you're right.
yeah.
I was wondering because I'm like, why do I have his old gear on him still?
I might give back the Ring of Erebos. Let me see what.
I think
Ring
I'll
of
be alright.
Erebus is like can be pretty good, but it was like particularly good on Omen to be like extended areas of fireballs.
If you're going against Black Sun, you probably need it more
Yeah.
than me.
Okay.
All right.
Remember, if either of you two need any help, then, I mean, I don't know, we might not still be here, but you can find us.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're both keeping one of the Aero Peligris, and so yeah. All right. Well, between that and the what's it called? The crystal that I gave to Ban so that he could contact us if he ever needed us. We'll always
A
have
whole cinematic universe.
yeah.
Everyone can go on their own solo adventures if they want to.
Exactly. All right.
Hmm.
Well, good luck.
You too.
I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna
You
miss
too.
you all.
Thanks for everything,
Well, off to the
Joel.
pub.
Yeah, you know, we haven't known you quite as long, but thanks a lot.
All right. Yeah. Gabriel is concentrating to teleport away.
Omen says, "Oh, look, a pub," and we go try the pub. I
Before
wonder if they have a legal drinking age here.
before she disappears, Gabriel is gonna say, if you ever change your mind and you realize that you're missing the life of adventure, you know how you can use the Eru Calligraphy to contact us. And 1 minute gives me a plus 40. I'm gonna get us, make us disappear. Oh, nice.
That is a good rule. You are free to teleport 600 miles in any direction.
Yeah, teleporting us on the other side of the hurricane, and then I'm gonna get us
Joel begins his trek with Killian. There's a significant potential each time for Killian to fall unconscious.
Travel 9,600 kilometers with 6.
Oh yeah,
1,000
you're right.
miles.
It's 600 miles. Yeah, so you could actually go boop right over to here with
6
that.
even.
Oh, 900 kilometers. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna go directly to
You're in the Borneo archipelago.
I do not remember anything about the Borneo archipelago, but
I honestly don't either, but I imagine that you're going to be moving quickly.
yeah, I don't know if we want to do all of the roles of teleportation and all of the
No, I'll
slight
let
adventures
this go.
and stuff like this, but yeah. All right.
I'll let this
Dude.
go for now. You're gonna be because a lot of this area is just wide open shores. You're not gonna have that much trouble moving.
Yeah, is
around.
there? I mean, as long as we don't go onto Kilrain's Island or
Yeah, don't go to
s-
Nameless Island.
Yeah.
by the
way, Tez.
we could end up in Kirdan. You remember Kirdan?
I
Sam?
do remember that.
Yeah.
You might be in Kira second, and there's just a bunch of exploded people
Oof.
everywhere. Ugh.
Oof, that would not be very good for Gabriel to be anywhere near Kirdan.
No, wouldn't.
What did you do in Kirdan?
Kirdan has basically a sleeping mother of the machine.
Yeah.
We had an entire story arc with Sam where we played Inquisitors, and I made him deal with the whole mother thing.
I was
and-
almost dead for the vast majority of the last bit. Although I was the tank.
Yeah, you were the dying tank.
You love
Anyway,
playing the
Tez,
tank,
yeah,
though.
I do love playing tanks. It's because I've never gotten one that was like, yeah, it's working. This is the best. But
You've never had a good tank in your party, you mean? Or you've never
No, I've never
had
been-
one playing
I've-
one that works?
I've never played one that works. They usually die.
Surprisingly enough, because he was power gaming, the offensive character that was playing with the puppets was a better tank than you were.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to power game with offensive characters, but in this system, but yeah.
Okay.
So you are
Say Tez, I do have a backup character. I'm not sure that's the one I want to stick with, so I don't know if you want to introduce him now or not.
Well, I have some bad news. Unfortunately, you're gonna have plenty of time to think on it because that was a call telling me that I have to go into work 2 hours early.
Oh,
Okay. We stopping now then?
Yes,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Okay, well-
as long as we get double experience.
You still get your double XP. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you that right now
cool.
before I actually sign off.
All right, cool.
All right. So at the last session, a lot of stuff happened. Now,
Both leaving Joel as the only original member of the party still.
Yeah, so that's true. He's
Yeah.
the last.
Yeah.
So technically, I don't give EXP to any of these people.
I'm gonna have
you-
I'm gonna have to do the whole explaining my backstory in a tragic way all over again because
Oh yeah, no one
Oh
knows it
yeah,
now.
no one's gonna know what's up with you now.
Killian, I haven't told Killian yet, so like.
Sorry, I introduced the previous Inquisitor.
Yeah. Okay, so we're kicking Omen out of here. Your new character is gonna be the same level as everyone else, but they're gonna be a little bit behind. Welcome back to another installation of Field of Flies. Last time, sadly, our friend Omen left us, not her player, but her character. And I decided to live out their lives with their friends on the island of the hurricane, peacefully surrounded in pirates.
Peacefully.
Oh, Jorl,
That's why you drew flames on
Yes.
the eye of the hurricane.
It's on fire now. And the rest of the party has begun their long trek via teleport across the islands of the inner sea, heading back to Dwanhold to see if they can't fix all of its many problems. But you said you wanted to double back a little bit?
Yes. So I remembered that something that can be used for magical artifacts is the purest elements in the world. So like the snow from the highest mountain or the lava from the largest volcano. And I do believe that Zanzibar is the largest volcano. So I'm gonna go and try to make an artifact out of that, to basically like just go there and drain the heat into an artifact. And oh, I'm just gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna use a ring for that actually. Oh yeah. Okay, and it's probably something that I'm gonna give to Killian actually.
Well, now you are teleporting back there now.
Yes. Do you want?
Okay.
Maybe we should
Yeah, make
wait
a
for
quick teleport checks. Just roll 2d100s.
Okay.
Killian suggests maybe Gabriel should do this alone.
Well, I need to be there as
Possibility.
well.
Damn it.
Not a fumble.
Not a fumble. Okay. So if you can hop across, Papa, you're back in the island of the hurricane. No one knows. It's much more fiery over here now. And then you can pop back to the southern side of Zanzibar onto one of the upper volcanoes. There are several like peaks that are open and just like constantly bleeding magma down. Obviously, this one on the southern side is not the central, the primary eruption, which is going on over here.
Mhm.
But there are several lava streams, and you can make your way up to the top.
Alright.
Okay, since Jorl was dead set on going, Killian will accompany.
Since
Uh,
what?
No, since I'm dead set on going, Killian is coming with us.
Okay.
Wait.
I need all of you to make magic appraisal checks.
Okay.
I mean magic resistance checks, not magic.
Oh, magic resistance check. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's gonna include Gabriel as well. Oh, by the way, Chef is with us.
Chef is with us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's sad. She had to say goodbye to Chef. Yeah, you're right. So Chef's still here.
Okay. So magic resistance. That's for Gabriel. Is the whatever is affecting us likely to affect an undead? Or should I?
No.
Okay, cool. So, magic resistance for me.
But I have to roll for my Shelly separately.
No, you can use no, that's dragons that share resistances. So yes.
Okay, yeah. So, okay.
See, Shelly's are the same, but I can
Gabriel is 136 and Jorald is 181.
136, 181. All right, both of you sort of like. Well, first off, as you appear, the heat just immediately takes your breath away. You look between each other, and your vision is actually slightly distorted from the amount of heat in this area. It doesn't seem to just like linger above the magma, even as you're standing on like this rock, black like scalded surface of rock. There are like jets of steam and hot air that'll like explode out of the ground in nearby areas. It's not the calmest, safest place you've been.
It's not the most dangerous either.
No, it's true. I'm also doing something. So, you're going to move to the top of the mountain?
Yes.
Okay. You've got a decent teleport. You can either teleport again, or if you want to walk. If you walk, I'll need an acrobatics check from everyone who's walking. And if you teleport, I'll need a D100 roll.
Alright. Gosh. I have so many places where I keep notes that I... alright. 1D100. I'm just trying to find a place where I wrote the rest of my rings. How many rings?
Is that just flat D100?
Yeah, there was a flat.
All right. Remarkably, you arrive in an area that is relatively stable, just near the top of the mountain. There are like spires of like black stone that sort of rise around you, and then it all sort of folds over into this open mouth of this volcanic geyser, and the magma here will probably do.
All right. I can see.
Are you performing a ritual here?
Yeah, it should be exactly enough points for what I need. So I'm gonna take care of that basically like real quick. I'm taking out one of the rings and with a bit of chalk, I'm gonna write some runes and alchemical symbols that like represent fire, the power of fire, and like trying to absorb it into the ring and to pass that power into the body of whoever activates the ring. So I don't really want to stay here too long, so I'm gonna take a minute. It's a single level 3 power, so it shouldn't be. So it should definitely fit inside of the presence of the ring, because it's a +10 quality ring, and then. Alright, taking a minute.
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah, I don't want us to stay here for much longer than we need to. That might be a stupid idea, but it also because like I might fail this ritual. Okay, so it's -120 for taking just a minute, and equipment is already taken into account. Okay, cool. Let's roll.
Do you make it? Or is it?
It's all good. All right.
Okay. Oh wow, it's really good. All right.
I rolled a 99.
Yeah.
I'm okay. All right. So like a minute after I'm done, I like the volcano is gonna like shine brighter as if it's about to erupt, and then the cool back down and like just look a little bit darker than it was before, as if some of the heat has been drained away, and the ring is gonna glow, have sort of like like cracks as if there was lava beneath the surface of the ring, and then the cracks just disappear. and there's a little bit of smoke rising from the ring. So I'm just gonna like put on a glove before I pick it up, and
Okay.
I hand it to Killian. Here you go.
And now make a magic appraisal check while you're doing this. Whoever has magic appraisal here. So Killian
Killian has it.
only.
Yeah.
Oh, Killian is our only magic appraiser now.
Well, until there it comes back. Yes.
Yes.
1 second.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so that takes off one of my rings, and it's gonna be okay, ring. It's basically a Nulum Lusek.
Oh, that gets bumped up.
They do have to be related to fire, right?
Yep. Basically, it's gonna like make it look like the cracks that I described are going will upon activation spread towards the inside of the entire body, and basically like give the strength of the volcano to whoever is like activating it. Yeah. Is that fitting enough?
I don't know what the Nulum Lusek does.
You spend Xeon and it gives you plus 30 to all of your actions for 5 turns, and you have to keep spending Xeon or Ki to keep it activated. It's
that's actually a power in fire, isn't it? You sacrifice Xeon to like enhance your.
Mhm.
So that's fine. It would have been better if it was hit points, but Xeon's also fine.
Yeah.
I don't have
I don't
many
think that
hit
would work
points to
for you.
spare.
Fernand. No. You're already losing hit points. All right. Did you make your magic appraisal? Yeah,
Yes, I have to read Feel Magic again.
Now,
But I think it gets bumped up to 240, depending on.
this
what-
isn't for hiding. This is for noticing.
But he
Okay,
has.
so
Oh.
No. Oh, I'm gonna archive Omen and all of her friends now. I should have done that before, but I didn't think to. Anyways. Okay, so you sense something. Some sort of... like, this entire area is, like, lightly laced with magical presence, but there is something concentrated, moving very quickly up the volcano towards you. It will be here next turn.
well, I should get it because it says magic appraisal to detect people with the gift.
Yeah, he's saying you're the one who's able to pick up on that there's something coming.
But no, he said I didn't get the bump up to 240.
Do you have
That's fine.
sense magic meta magic, or do you have hide magic meta magic?
I have life magic or sense magic.
Okay, then yes, 240.
Yeah.
In that case, as the minute was going on, you would have noticed this creature coming up the side of the mountain towards you. You had like kind of felt it lingering on the edge, and then the moment he started this ritual, it seemed to immediately sense something on the mountain and start moving very quickly up towards you. You would have had the time to warn him, and if you wanted to, Jorel, have Gabriel start preparing an ability.
Yeah, we're teleporting the hell out of here, and I guess just 5 turns of concentration is all I'm gonna get.
Well, you're gonna get 20 because I meant like there was a minute of ritual, and it sensed you at the start of that minute. He would have sensed it much further out with it impossible.
If it's at the beginning of the ritual, then that would then I get the okay. If I get the modifier for 1 minute, that's even better. It's just that like the modifier under 1 minute is 5 turns for teleportation. That's all. I think it's plus 40 for a minute. So potential to get us away from here. What would you tell me is like to warn me, Killian?
You tell him something's approaching rapidly, trying or something magical.
Like a guardian? Like maybe we'll meet an Agni. Wait, no, that's a bad idea. We shouldn't meet
Or
tonight.
maybe we can
Hold on.
leave.
Huh?
Maybe we can leave.
Yeah. Alright. Preparing to teleport. I'm almost done. Alright. And roll for potential with a plus 40.
Go for potential level. That would be the best time.
Haha!
Yeah, I really.
94. Okay, actually, how far do I teleport us?
Oh yeah, you could just go straight back. That'd be awesome. Just like right 6,000 miles right back to
Ah, so close.
Ooh, close.
You don't buff that for
Wait.
helping people?
I do buff that if I'm helping people.
You're helping people escape this fire thing coming at you.
Yeah. Okay.
So then it should go 420.
When okay, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. When I automatically increase the difficulty achieved by 1 when I'm helping others. So
Okay.
since I'm helping everybody not die, that's 440, which brings us to very far.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a second to see what's coming towards us before we?
If you want to maintain concentration for just one more round, you can. Just to see it, but otherwise you're going to vanish before it appears.
I kind of want to see it.
You're gonna let that roll just pass away.
No, I'm teleporting us 6,000 miles.
Okay, 6,000 miles.
Can I have Jorel or Gabriel roll notice just to like catch a hint of maybe the sounds of the thing that's coming and
You can.
Okay, cool.
The sounds would be fine, though it's already very loud here.
Oh, true. But
Just
since it's the
constant.
sounds, I don't get the
Blinded.
the bad vision penalty.
It's too bad you don't have your birds on still, what you do.
Wait.
Wait, no, 3 days have passed since then. You don't have birds.
Yeah.
No more birds.
Yes. Okay, 124 for Jorel's notice.
Alright. When I meant that it would be here in one turn that was moving very fast, it is 120 feet down the slope that it'll be here next turn.
Okay.
So unfortunately, at this very moment, it is still 120 feet away, and you can't hear anything over the constant rumbling and bubbling.
Heard. Okay. So 1,000. So it's gonna be. That's too far away. Okay, I can teleport us.
What about?
It's 6,000 miles.
No, it's
Yeah.
But since it's in kilometers,
Fernando already posted the calculation.
Yeah, I
You
just
can totally make
Googled
it
change.
all the way
Oh.
back to Dwan.
all right.
You can make it absolutely anywhere in Dwanholf. Like exactly.
Well, perfect.
You don't want to go back to Murphy's place and finish the seal on the anti-chair?
I'm thinking that I would prefer to go back to Anatary because that's where Gabriel's tree is right now, and I just want to check in on Gabriel's tree and on Jenny.
All right. So you suddenly feel yourselves vanish, vaunted through space, 9,000 kilometers away from this fiery thing, and the sudden coldness just washes over you. You actually have been to Anatary, so you know places you can see around the trunk in Anatary, so there's no getting misteleporting chance.
Okay.
So you immediately appear on the tree and suddenly just feel like the cold of Dwanholf, and suddenly it brings out that immediate kind of cold sweat feeling of hot air that just the cold air immediately condenses on your skin because it was so hot.
Oof.
All right.
Okay. Gotta account for that next time. Killian, you okay?
That's
Sorry?
I'm okay. I'm feeling just average.
Okay. So just average is not unconscious for you. Good.
Yes, yes. Surprisingly, in this one case, he's not unconscious.
Okay. What is Jenny doing?
Jenny?
Who's Jenny again?
You haven't met Jenny.
Jenny's still over with Genus.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Never mind then.
Yeah. We never got Jenny out of there.
Okay, cool. In this case, yeah, I'm gonna like check in on the tree, make sure everything's okay, make sure the ring of fireballs is still on there.
Still secured around the branches. Now, can she see around her trunk?
I think that she has like awareness, but I don't think
Only
that
in the way that like trees do.
yeah, basically.
Okay.
Like
She'll know that she probably wants to. She wants a place that is sunnier, most likely, because whatever that thing was came through again. It moved past Anatari as it was approaching you guys.
mhm.
And while she wasn't necessarily targeted, you have her decently well hidden. She is now like covered in just filaments of spider webbing, like dead skin.
Yeah. I'm gonna like start brushing it off, like brushing it off of the tree, and ask Killian, help me out here. Do you have anything for vitality, for plants? I think I saw you cast essence spells. At least they looked a lot like the essence spells that Gabriel casts. Sorry, Idrid casts.
I can have my Shelly whip some.
Okay, nice.
It's best we do this once she's replanted, if that's what you were thinking of doing.
Oh, she's planted here. Like,
Oh, I thought you were gonna replant her.
well, I was thinking of making Anatari our home base, since Omen's original group was called the Fiends of Anatari, but maybe another place would be better. The second option that I had was if we took over the compound. There was a lot of enchantments there that we could use for ourselves, but that's a discussion for later.
Can I have my Shelly roll to see if this is a good spot for the trade?
Sam? You're muted.
Sorry, my voice muted. Shelly roll what?
Herbal lore to see if it's a good spot for the.
With the dead skin falling from the sky constantly, I don't think that it is.
I'm sorry. I've been thinking about too many things. One more time. My apologies.
Mhm.
You want to roll herbal lore for what?
To see if there's like a good spot around, or if this is a good spot for the.
Oh, well, it's definitely not a good spot for the tree because of the dead skin, but you can root through the ground and try to test the soil. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, doke. Wow, I rolled 51 twice in a row.
I think.
Oh, okay. This area, nowhere in Dwanholf is really good for plant life. Like, absolutely nowhere in the actual cityscapes is like great for it. Among the areas in Dwanholf, this is probably not a bad one, just because like it's generally like near the moors, near the marshes, and it's also not terribly far from the Scar of the Martyr, but it's below average overall. You wouldn't plant a tree here.
All right.
Now, you do know that the fertile plain is just down there. That's real good planting area territory.
Oh yeah, Gabriel is like great for that. I think the arrow fell on the moth, and I'm like, no, I'm not planting.
Yeah,
We are not. I'm actually so happy that I rolled high enough so that we can avoid the moth altogether.
Just yes.
For anybody who's watched this far into the video, the moth is the equivalent of Transylvania horror and on steroids, basically.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll cast an alter growth to make it grow.
Okay.
I will cast it at the arcane level, because why not?
All right. You are now making the tree grow 128 times faster than usual, or 64?
Just 100.
Okay, 100 times faster than usual.
Whoa. Wow. That's amazing.
I
don't-
know.
You don't immediately see like the size of her change. However, like several leaves just go, just sort of like replenishing. Like a couple of dead ones immediately fall and are replaced by new ones.
Hey, that's
It'd be a much more impressive if this was good soil.
still that's really good. Oh, actually, yeah. Gabriel has that spell, but she hasn't figured out how to do it this well. Materialize. Gabriel's going to materialize one of the seeds and show it to you, and yeah, it's a Ramelin seed. And I'm saying, I was thinking, so that's gonna be draw. I was thinking we could be planting these back and alter their growth so that we could get Ramelin trees and more seeds. If we found a good spot to place a garden, and Ida has been thinking that she kind of wants to settle down because she's died twice so far in our adventures, so maybe she'd like to stay a little bit out of the dangerous parts of our adventures. So I was thinking, if we found a nice place to set up a base, we could plant these and have their growth altered. What do you think?
I want you to Herbal Lord to tell what the seeds are, unless you've already told them what they are.
Oh, I said Ramelin seed, but
Roll and Herbal Lord to know what you know about Ramelin seeds.
Kill you? Okay.
So,
That's
my
close.
Shelly whispers to my ear and tells me what.
Now, with your power, it would probably be easy or easier to do something like this. However, any trees you planted in this soil specifically would wind up small and frail and weak, and it would be inefficient to plant them here, but you could. This is like, there are certain territories in which it is best to plant those, and this is not it. Even among regular trees, it's not it.
I tell them we must look somewhere else for them.
Okay.
But if we do it, I would like one of the seats up front for my own personal use.
I mean, I've saved 5 because those are ancient and very rare. So, okay, so here's the thing. I don't know that this is going to work because the Duxarist had access to magic, and they might conceivably have had the same idea to grow them faster, and they still weren't able to to mass produce artifacts. Well, they were, but history doesn't say if it was from Ramesses or not. So the conditions under which they have to grow might be very different from what we're expecting. So we might have to do a few tries, which is why I kept 5 in case, I don't know, they need to be planted near a volcano to heat them up and everything. So I can't give you any of them up front for this experiment. I can promise that if this works, we're gonna have a lot of seeds. But
Okay.
I'm like, I want to try multiple things with where we plant them, how we manage them. Like they might need a magically rich environment to grow properly. They might need a lot of heat to grow properly.
I was thinking we might plant one in the wake. I know someone who could shepherd it in the wake.
Yes. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. So Gabriel is gonna take the compass. She's gonna teleport to where we fought you the first time. Close the breach that Zoya opened there, and then teleport back.
There's a small problem to this plan.
It's very high up in the air.
Yes.
I'm gonna teleport high up in the air, and then try to close it, and then teleport again.
Okay, I think with her armor, it would just be like tries, so she'll be fine.
Okay.
And that was just outside Anatari, so it was just outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't. Yeah. So, Gabriel returns, gives the compass back to Filario. Okay. That's all good. Oh, the ring. Here you go. I finished it just in time before we disappeared. If you have to feed it magic, and it will give you the power of the volcano. Here you go.
I'm running out of fingers, but thank you.
So many rings. You just like got to this party and they equipped you with all this awesome
I
stuff.
know.
How many rings do you have?
4 now.
Oh, okay. You have the ring of power. That's.
Now let's check the presence of all of these objects real quick.
Well, okay. I wasn't wearing all of them, but you said I have so many. If I wanted to wear them.
Yeah,
Right now, I took off the mana or the unreduction one.
Oh yeah.
And the other one you have me start with. So right now I'm actually only wearing the ice one and using the staff, and wearing the cloak.
Okay, I do not know. No, the cloak. No, you have the pipe. The cloak is gone.
I have Genus's cloak.
Okay, Genus.
I have the pipe. I haven't been using it.
All right, cool. Listen, Sam, do you want me to calculate all of the?
We'll
the
do that after the session.
Okay, yeah. Like, don't worry. I'm pretty sure that since it's 10 times the character's presence for it to start being wonky, and you said you homebrewed the rule that it has to be used, like that all of the artifacts have to be used within the same turn for that to apply. I'm not sure. I think we're still like under the cap where there's like problems.
Yeah. But there are things that are active all the time. So like the cloak is technically active all the time while you're wearing it. It has that poison immunity.
That's true.
And there are a bunch of things like that you would want to be active reactionally, like the
staff has the plus whatever.
Yeah.
There's the bonuses, and also there's stuff like the Soul Devourer, which you don't know if it will work, but you want it to be active on all your spells in case you hit someone during that end. So those are technically still active on a person.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Oh yeah. Oh, so she gave you that, and she gave you the Ring of Raphael, and she gave you the ring that gives you +2 power, right?
Yes, but I haven't attuned to anything.
Okay.
Let me write them down, because actually that's more. I forgot about that.
Write down those things.
I have 6 rings.
Oh my god.
Rings. That's how. This is the way you guys lose equipment that you get, and that's okay because you have so much stuff. Like eventually, it's like, oh, that's gone. What, you remember who had it? Somebody took it. You dropped it in the mud.
I was gonna say, how did we ever know what happened to the girl that we didn't kill?
You left her in the central chamber unconscious as you went through the teleporter, because there was like one person who wouldn't be able to make it, and you were like, well, we don't really need this girl to come through the teleporter with us anyway, so she's back in the compound.
The portal. She's still in the compound.
Mm-hmm.
She's like Chef. Sometimes we just forget.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time. No, she would have had stuff to say of those 3 days that she was on a beach 6,000 miles from where you started.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, cool. Idarit's thanking you for helping her tree. All right. Cool.
What kind of tree? She's an apple tree, right?
Yeah, she's an apple tree. Idarit is actually a type of apple. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That is cool.
I named her after a type of apple because I thought that'd be cool. And okay, so our next logical step would be recover a little bit more. Our rods of magic aren't fully charged, and we could head to Terra Santa, but there's something I want to try. Well, there's something I've had the idea for a while, but Gabriel's convinced me to try it now. I can summon my worst enemy to have him or her, to have them pass judgment upon me. Now, I don't know the details of the summoning, and I'm basically asking a divine entity to summon it for me, so this person might be protected in some ways, but I would like to try to read this person's mind, try to figure out their intent, because I'm pretty sure it's, well, the most logical person that would be my nemesis, or the person who hates me the most, would be the patriarch of Blackson, the leader of Blackson, and I would like to try to figure out what they're doing in Dwanhof. So summoning them for that purpose, having a talk with them, potentially reading their mind, trying different stuff, and seeing where that goes. But I would like your help if there's anything magical or otherwise that you can do to get information from that person.
You're asking me kill.
Yeah.
I say, is it really a good idea to summon your worst enemy?
Well, if we're prepared, it should be okay.
Aren't they the ones controlling the giant zombie?
Yes, they're the brains behind the operation. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're necromancers. From what we've seen, they have scientific ways of controlling those creatures. So that one person might not be magically gifted. And from what I've read of the ancient texts, there hasn't been any recorded fights of people summoned by the judgment, because the judgment inverted. Because basically, this person can inflict anything they want upon me as long as I agree to it. And if I agree, then I gain the power of the judgment inverted. But yeah, so it's basically a win-win situation for both of us, because my worst enemy can decide a bad fate that is still something I would accept for that power. And so yeah, I don't know if the Arcana would permit a fight in the first place. But yeah, that's the gist. But if a fight does happen, we I think we might be able to take on this person. We have the advantage of surprise. We have we're I think we could be good to go. What do you say?
Give me one.
Originally, I was gonna have Karma read this person's mind, but I don't really want to bother Karma anymore. So, yeah. Are you two typing to each other?
No, I'm just thinking of something.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to make enemies of the Black Sun.
We're here to kill their monsters so that they stop destroying the country. Oh, Sam, you were muted.
Sorry, no, that did kick me. That he was like, I don't want to make enemies with Black Sun. Zombies.
Well, they don't know I have quarrel with them.
Okay.
Give me a moment. I'll put on a disguise and I'll help you.
All right. I'd rather we replenish the magical rods in a day or two before we do this, because we might as well be prepared.
Okay.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna start the ritual.
Wait, I thought we were gonna take a few days first.
Yeah. It's a ritual that I might want it to take. I might want to take a few days to get it all set up before activating the ritual, for finishing it. So yeah, gonna be lots of rune carving and ancient incantations. And basically I'm gonna alternate between myself doing that and Gabriel taking over when I need to sleep, because she'll be able to do the very basic stuff.
Does she have any
No,
summoning?
she doesn't, but the idea is just it's more for flavor. That's I don't nothing says that you have to do it all the time during during like the weeks, months, or years that you're doing the summoning ritual. And so but I just thought that like for flavor, if there's like very simple tasks to keep the ritual going, that like one of my familiars could do it while I was resting, or Gabriel could just replenish my fatigue, so that I don't have to rest. That's also an option. Okay.
Very good. All right, that's also fine. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't necessarily need to be doing. You could take your sleep, but if Gabriel's just sort of like making sure things are safe and making sure all the signs are up to par and like exactly geometrically shaped,
Yeah.
then that's okay too.
All right. Listen, I don't want to do this where the tree is, for safety reasons. So I was thinking, how about the top of the tower? You remember there's a tower right over there.
Yeah.
We can just set up camp there.
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. I'm gonna teleport us there. I don't think that it's yeah, not a fumble. And I'm gonna start setting up. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do a 1-day ritual. In 1 day, how much Xeon could you feed into the rings? Killian, would you contribute to that?
I would only be able to give 100, but that's because I have to maintain the growing spell and it costs a lot. If you want to wait a few more days, I
Oh,
could probably
wait.
regenerate.
Okay. You're maintaining the growth spell on Ithard?
Yeah, I have to maintain it, right?
Oh yeah, no. I don't think that you need to after like the what's it called, the skin was thinking of. I'll just like come back and clean off the skin every now and then, and like we should probably move her. But yeah, like
Okay, well, it's still a lot of Xeon.
yeah.
This is like 240, so maybe like 2 days.
Yeah, 240. Okay.
Now,
So
let me
7. Hold on,
no.
give me 1 second.
So my daily is 380 regen.
Okay. 295, 795. 795. Okay. And 795 plus okay. 495 plus 485 is gonna be okay, yeah, we like within a day we have half of them done, refilled.
So the first day I wouldn't give all 380.
Okay.
The first day I can only
Yeah,
give 120.
I think like if we take like 3 days total, I can just replenish everything. Like we should
That
be
sounds good to me.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do that. Okay, 3 days. It also means that I'm gonna take off 3 days from the resurrection item thing, and from the days of temperance. I only have 16 days of temperance left and 3 days of the resurrection item. And Lariel is learning a little bit of necromancy blood.
From the book as you have it out, right?
Yeah, I'll take it out every now and then and
Oh.
scroll through the pages.
Ask him what that is.
Gabriel is going to say it's a book that we trapped, so that if anybody but us opens it, it will burst into flames. That's what that is.
That's all the book does? Burst into flames? Is that it?
It also contains secrets, and I'm gonna go over there to read it.
So she goes over there and opens up this book, which looks to be brown and like semi-tattered, and you can make a medicine check if you want to.
Stop making GM rolls. Just whisper your rolls to Appleby.
It asked me to roll, and then it said whisper roll.
I didn't know you
said
could
yes.
whisper rolls. I knew you could do GM roll, but I didn't know you could whisper rolls.
This takes all the fun out of it.
It kind of does, but honestly, that's my fault. I should just learn how to operate the music, and then everything would be fine. They're so, like, I usually
okay.
have a small music section of about half this size, and I'm like, wow, I have a lot of music. I'm accomplished. Holy cow.
I just keep adding stuff when we need it. So, like, for example, I added the volcano when we needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like
Oh,
that.
shoot. It was very quiet on mine. I didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah. It was, like, more of a, like, background bubbling hum. So, is it your problem? I would keep an eye out for you know.
Yeah, somebody sneaking up.
No, not somebody. No, any sort of animals sneaking up.
Oh yeah, you're very.
Yeah, because I'm aware that his shield can shapeshift into animals, and he can sense things through his shield. So.
All right.
Oh, actually,
make a notice check then.
I actually like. That's so annoying, because like she could turn into a falcon and just like read the book over my shoulder from very far away.
Very high up
Like
in the air.
if
But,
like just
there
from
are
a
areas-
window or stuff like this.
Yeah. Birds are very good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna be going away while you do this?
I'm just gonna be in another room, preferably a room that has no windows. So probably just like going to a basement.
Okay, you
Yeah.
peel the skin off of a basement of a cellar door and crawl down inside. They have down here. You find like a bunch of roots hanging that are now totally just withered and dead. This might have been like somebody's apothecary or just somebody's spice locker underneath their house, but now it's nothing. And you will read your book. I would like you to still make a notice check.
Yeah. I might still miss that, but Flareon actually has a decent notice. 251. I give the cape of invisibility and passing through walls to the wrong person.
Well, you are very mindful. You're always like looking around for rats or looking around for small bugs or mammals or insects, and there are several that like scamper through the area very quickly. This is a Thalario, right?
Yeah, Filaria, yeah.
And Thalario herself can like just destroy any little beings she sees crawling through the area. Very careful, very mindful.
I wouldn't want to murder Killian's familiar in a bug form, so instead I'm just more like shifting so that the book would be visible from the bug's point of view.
All right. In that case, there are a good few, and indeed there is in fact one or two spiders that is slowly crawling down the wall, and you kind of like hold your book like this for the most part, just near your head as possible, with just a little bit of light that you could find. But you can get your studying done with a lot of eyes on you. You feel like you've at least kept it hidden from everything in the room, but you don't know for certain.
Okay.
If it was a bug, if it was like something hiding in here, it would have had to have been very small or very, very like camouflage or something to evade your notice, though, because you're pretty certain you've cataloged every bug in this room.
Okay. Well,
Do I notice him acting suspicious? That way
Do
he's
you
in another
notice-
one.
Well, do you notice her suspicion?
Yes.
Oh, well, you did see her say, "I'm gonna read this over there," and then walk like directly away from you
and into a basement, yeah.
and into a basement. So yeah, whatever she's reading seems a little suspicious.
I asked Joro about the book and why it's so secretive.
We found a copy of dangerous book. It's
Of
have
the
you
magical variety.
have you no, but it contains magical secrets. Have you ever heard of the Necronomicon?
I would assume yes, but I can roll a
A
cold
cult check. Yes.
I was gonna say it's gonna be very sad if I don't know what it is.
Even with that roll, you do know about it. You know some stuff about it. Whether it's truth or hearsay, it's not exactly you're not exactly keen of that knowledge. All you know is that it is supposedly like the epitome of undead knowledge.
Oh, the Book of Vile Darkness. Is that what you have?
Basically, it's not it's a copy. It's not the actual real thing. Because if we had that in our possession, we'd probably be dead. It's a very powerful artifact, the original one. Very dangerous. But well, we found it, and it contains quite a few secrets on making undead creatures and necromancy in general. And Philario, who was imprisoned by Black Sun, is trying to turn this power against them. So she's studying the book, but it's we're trying to limit our use of necromancy as much as possible.
The Vile Art Form.
Yep. That's also why we trapped it. We put a trap on it.
Okay. Killing gives them an interesting look.
All right. So I gave you some information about us. I was wondering, do your friends have a name?
His name is Foxglove.
Foxglove. Okay. So it's one friend.
He's kind of the ringleader.
You've heard him like murmur that name before. He's murmured it several times. You can make another occult check if you want to.
Sure.
Spooky music, good time.
Occult, yes. I wouldn't have the plus 40 of the Necronomicon because
Fumble.
Philario has the Necronomicon right now.
Yeah.
So Zen.
What's that? Okay. Foxglove, and you like parsing together everything that you saw, sort of completes the picture you'd already been remembering. Foxglove is was the king of Fae.
By Fae, you mean like the Sylvains, or
Yeah, well, the Sylvains on Sealy Court. They're a separate
Okay.
being. That the Sealy and Sealy were separate beings, not Sylvain, but heavily affiliated with and allied with the Sylvain. However, the king and queen, the queen died in the fall of Sylvanas, and the king has been seen since that moment.
Sylvanas, the city?
Yes,
Okay. So
or is it Sylvania? I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
Sylvania. I would be very disappointed if it was really Sylvania.
It's Sylvania, yeah.
Okay.
God.
So the
Yeah,
grand
yeah,
elven
it's-
city of Sylvania,
yeah,
when it
yeah.
when it fell,
Okay. So the Shield Court had, so there were not just elves there, but also some other fairy type creatures.
yes,
And okay,
which are called the thing.
all right,
They were
Oh.
also known as great makers of artifacts.
nice. Oh, I've heard of Foxglove. Yeah. He was aligned with the elves. I know the elves are very tied to light and positive emotions and good things, so I'm actually kind of reassured by what I know of this character. I just
What
Huh.
you know of is what you know of. It does not really mimic, everything that you saw. He wasn't like. Let me do one thing. Never mind. It was a little bit. The power within that scheme of king and queen was a little bit more lean towards the queen. Queen Poppy, who died, she was much more tied to the light and good energy, whereas Foxglove himself was a part of like her regime and decently powerful, and was not like a negative being in and of himself. However, he did have greater ties to darkness and dark magic.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Okay. Well, you'll have some very powerful friends. That's good. I wonder if. I wonder if it would be possible to make a familiar pact with some powerful shields, or if they're all as powerful as one another.
They're very selective on who they talk
And,
when
yeah,
you've done like an eye up and down.
that makes sense. Ooh,
Also, the fact that no one can magically appraise me right now.
Is the best.
Also, do you think it would be possible to maybe get some fairy dust?
I can in a bit. Heals me a favor, but
Okay.
I shouldn't call him. So
Oh wait, no. Oh, hold on, wait. I'm remembering now that it's vital to fairies. So no, never mind. Yeah. You'd need 3 pounds to make an artifact like the one that I just made, and
That's a lot of dead fairies.
Yeah, you must. Yeah, never mind.
Is fairy dust like their ground up bones or something?
No, it's dust from their wings. So yeah, as the description of the of it says that it can take years to gather even an ounce, and we'd need like over 3 pounds. So like, yeah, we're not committing genocide for an artifact. Scratch that.
Yeah.
No fairy dust for us. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Dragon heart is also a good ingredient, but I don't know what they were guarding, so better to leave them guarding what. Like, if dragons think it's important to guard, never mind. All right. 3 days have passed. Almost done with the preparations. Do we want to do that real quick before? It seems Stans is still not done with the job application. So
It's true. It's I would like to have stands for most of this, but we can at least do this if you would like to.
okay, cool. All right. I'm gonna put on some other music.
On the final day, I will innately cast Shadow,
Shadow what?
the Shadow spell.
Gotcha. And give me just a moment. I want to fact check one thing I know real quick.
Okay. I'm also gonna reread the Judgment Inverted, just in case. So it might totally not summon the person that I want, but yeah. Okay. Judgment Reversed represents punishment and condemnation. The Dark Judgment that nobody wins. Some say that it represents the principle of nihilism, the opposite of eternity. So it brings the invoker's worst enemy or the person he most hates. I definitely most hate the whoever's in charge of Black Sun right now. Before him, and asks that the person pass sentence on the invoker. If the invoker voluntarily accepts the punishment, Judgment Reversed will carry out the punishment at the same time as it signs the pact. If the invoker refuses to suffer the punishment, the pact fails. Yep. Alright. Cost is pretty high, but difficulty is 440, and I've been doing this for 3 days. So give me 1 second. Okay, so it's gonna be yeah, right. Take some from the magical rods, and difficulty is 440. Okay, a day is plus 40 to my summoning.
I think we did 3.
Yeah, but it's like a day and then a week.
Oh, that's
So-
like
Yeah, so basically it doesn't change much for me between a day. Oh, cool. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. With a 40, unless I fumble really bad, I pass.
fumble.
Open roll. Open roll. Open roll.
Why are you getting so many open rolls? What happened to the times when I would open rolls? What happened to those?
I'm draining all of your luck. Okay.
The game knows I have bad.
All right. So I kind of you know what? We have like the terrain advantage, so I'm kind of just gonna want us to do this at night. Basically just so that like whoever gets summoned doesn't necessarily know where they are or anything. So it's gonna be like
I make my
Yeah, hold on. So it's gonna be more of a spooky, spooky sort of ambiance with candles, torches, runes and drawings everywhere, chanting, mystical fog and lights. And,
Okay, I would like to disguise possibly.
Disguise. Okay.
Alright. 100. That's pretty good disguise.
I didn't add any modifiers, so let's just go with that. I don't know if you wanted me to change it.
All right, and the ritual. What was your final roll, just to be sure?
558. Without doing the open roll, I still passed by 110.
Okay.
Anyway, I might as well see how far I go. Nice. Yeah.
All right. 83. All right. So, let me check how it looks real quick. I know it summons the person, but what does it look like?
Oh, yeah. What does the pact itself look like? I can. Okay.
Judgment reverse. There it is. It looks like. Okay. Ooh. Wait a second. Okay. It is that one. Oh boy. Dangerous stuff.
Like, I think it would be neat to have the judgment reversed, but
really neat. Yeah.
But if I don't get the judgment reversed, it's fine because that would lock away my ability to get the judgment, which I also want.
Yes.
So since it's one or the other, it's gonna depend on this scene which one I get.
All right. Well, so you summon the judgment reversed. The candles sort of begin to flicker and sway, and this breach begins to like open in reality at the center of the circle. It's just sort of a shimmering white line, and it begins to like tear, like as if it was being tugged apart by several tiny strings, and it emits this horrible wailing noise. And after a moment, it gets about large enough for a person to come through, and beyond there's like this sort of vaguely blue spiraling mist. The portal begins to like shimmer and like tighten closed. It almost seems to like sort of shake and waver as though it's trying its hardest to stay open. There's something behind it, but it doesn't look human for a brief moment. What you see is difficult to measure through this portal into nothing, but it is this massive multi-winged creature. You can just see the faintest hints of claws and horns and something you haven't seen or expected, but the portal like slowly like shrivels and snaps shut, and then as you were sitting there waiting, slowly it opens again, and a man steps out.
Okay, so
Let me show you this man.
Did Omen tell me about her dream?
I don't remember. I think she just said that was metal when she woke up, and it was just like, oh, I had a bad dream.
I thought we were aware that there was like 2 bosses around us, one in Terra Santa and one in somewhere. Because we had a discussion in game, but I don't think she described it very well.
No.
So okay, I wouldn't know.
The man who steps out is not the man you might have expected. You immediately recognize him as Luther Delacroix, or Delacroix, right? Delacroix.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, didn't we kill him?
In what?
Okay, hold on. In which game? Which game did we?
In the Vaughn game?
Sorry. Oh yeah. In the
We
yes.
killed Luther?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was. It was his name was Luther Delacroix. I basically like copy pasted the character, but made him an elf with essence magic and on top of necromancy. Yeah.
So that wasn't him. I was like, did you suck him out of the world and kill him? That would have messed up my plans.
No, it's basically like I copy pasted like a lot of actual settings stuff from Gaia directly onto like the Anarchy and Lunaris game. But Luther
That's cool, as long as it wasn't this actual guy.
Yep, no worries.
Luther steps out with his arms like neatly folded behind his back. His eyes sweep across all of you and the terrain, seemingly very unfazed, very calm. And then he looks over his shoulder at the portal, and he says, these are very powerful forces you're tampering with.
The same could be said of you, user of the Necronomicon.
By the way, I meant to go on. Jean-Pierre is the patriarch. Jean-Pierre is the patriarch of the Delacroix family.
Yeah.
That's who you might have been expecting.
Yeah.
This is one of his sons, and would have been second in command from what you knew.
Yeah. If all communication was mysteriously lost with Jean-Pierre after he moved to a mysterious island.
Yes. He says, you couldn't be more right. And we need a mind like yours. These are terrible times.
You've lost the opportunity to get my mind on your side when you tried to have me assassinated.
Well, that was under...
Killian gasped.
Well, while I was knowledgeable of that event, it wasn't under my direct order. And as I am right now, I find myself in control of this side, the black side. And if you want access to this power, then I want you back at my side until the Necronomicon is firmly under our control again.
You fucking lost the Necronomicon?
We haven't lost it, but there's more to it than we thought, Jorl. You might be the key to figuring out what it means. But you will be under my command until that point.
From what I'm seeing, people under your command are destroying the Principality of Dwenholf, and you've released a lot of undead creatures here that are killing a lot of people.
The event... Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
The event in Terra Santa was entirely our fault. However, this is not our design. He like sort of gestures his hand towards the still just like now decaying dead skin, just sort of like swathed over. This is what I mean when I say it's gone beyond our control.
Oh. It's taking control of your experiments and... Oh, and changing them?
Changing them. What has made this was never ours. It's something the angel made.
Huh. I'm trying to call his bluff. I'm trying to like notice if he's bluffing me right now.
I want you to actually make 2 checks. I want you to make a search check, and then I want you to do the medium notice and persuasion that I usually use for bluff calling.
Okay. Based on sight, I'm not very good at visual cues, so 26 for the search.
Okay.
I'm of course I've got like Filarial and Gabriel ready to blast like nearby,
and you can be saying like notices. You can tell them to search too if you want to.
Yeah. Search for Filarial. Ooh, open rolling, nice.
Open roll.
I'm getting all the open rolls today.
You are getting a lot, and it's great.
210.
Okay.
Right. Well,
roll
that's
for Gabriel,
that's the best I'm gonna get.
yeah, probably.
And Filarial is also gonna be the one that I'm gonna rely on for notice because she has the highest base stat. And 180 on on the notice. So.
And now your intermediate. This is actually the calling the bluff. Those are. Oh no, that's a search check. Yeah, okay, so that is the best. An intermediate notice and persuasion check from Joral.
Persuasion?
Yeah, it's the middle ground of those two. Sort of like key detection.
Okay.
So let me look at you real quick.
Alright. Persuasion. Got it. Ooh, open rolling again.
Well, we'll keep that open roll, but hold on a minute. It was the thing you'd be adding is 5, 5. You'd be adding 95 to this instead of that base. So that's 91 plus 95.
What? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright.
Okay, and then you roll again off of that.
186, okay. Wow, yeah, 260.
That's incredible. Oddly
We're
enough,
getting a bit of echo. Tez, did you, like, unplug your headphones or something?
I noticed it too. Hey,
Tez?
I think it's gone.
No, it's
not.
there. Tez?
Hold on a minute.
Tez is muted now.
I mean,
Okay. I think it leaves when you're muted. Okay, cool. Yeah. So since I'm rolling for persuasion, I'm gonna say if you're lying to me, I will kill you myself. Is he lying to me?
You are looking at him, and despite your poor vision, he seems to have this eerie calm, this like firm determination and intent. He doesn't seem like he's lying. That may be something you sort of expect from the leader of this family, but Thalariel is like nudging you silently and saying, I think he's dead.
Oh.
You can sort of see in her mind what she's thinking. His body looks fine. He's always been a little pale, but his skin seems healthy. Looking in his eyes, though, there's this faint glaze in the darkness there that looks like just the beginnings of the stages of death sort of setting in. It's very well hidden, but it seems to be there.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. But yeah. Okay. Under your command, huh? Okay, just give me 1 second. Really tempted to do this, but I'm gonna say that you've despite everything, despite how tempting it is, I disapprove of your methods. I call upon you, Sharon!
You're calling upon Sharon?
I'm calling upon Sharon!
Alright. Make your summoning roll.
Yep, here we go again. He might have a very good resistance. Okay, if there was any time to open roll, it's now. So I'm doing this at a minus 100, but I still have the plus 100 from the other thing. So it's actually going to cancel itself out. Nice. Okay, 504. Sharon.
Did you ever learn the Fool?
What? Oh, the
Did
Fool?
you ever...
No.
Yeah.
Because the Fool would cancel out the bonuses that I'm getting from Temperance, and Temperance is actually better because it lasts for days, and it can and on top of that I can get the extra time spent on it. So actually, like the Fool would like not benefit me at all. But I tried to get a pact with the Fool, and the Fool was like, "Here you go. You gotta get a pact with the Hierophant and atone for your sins or be forgiven." And I was like, "Well, that's never gonna happen."
Oh, really? You didn't want to tell?
Huh? What?
Atoning will take a long time in this campaign.
Yeah, I done some fucked up shit. And it would be hard to be forgiven because I'm responsible for like an entire village disappearing. So there's that.
No one left to forgive him.
Yeah.
Is there an attack roll?
Also, let's be honest. At this point, Genus is never forgiving me.
That's also true. Jesus would never forgive you. You can never have fire effect.
I was gonna say, Genius and the Black Sun should team.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So. Wait, didn't I refilled all of those things? Okay, whatever. 420. Yeah, I did the math. Why is that? Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, I did reload that. And okay, cool. All right. So, I passed the difficulty by 160. So for each 10 points by which the caster surpasses the difficulty, which is 16, the resistance check increases in difficulty by +5, so it increases by +80. Which means it reaches its maximum of 200 magical resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes an attack roll with an attack of 340 that I am not resisting, that I'm not like dodging or resisting. But it is gonna need to attack him. So let's. Okay, with 409 to hit.
All right. Luther himself just sort of stares straight ahead as this thing appears. Sharon looks like that old man wrapped in the cloak, right?
Yeah.
So he appears behind you, raising his hands. Whose soul do you want to swap with? Whose souls are you swapping?
Fuck no, he's an undead. Never mind. Never mind.
Get it. Whose souls are you trying to swap?
Okay, so I'm gonna hope that he's one of the Seekers who got turned by the Necronomicon into half undeads, and that he still has a soul. So I'm aiming it at him.
All right. You see the strings like wait, between who? Him and who?
Jorel and Luther.
Okay. So the little tiny strands tying you together, and you briefly like are seeing yourself through his eyes, and then there's just like another moment, and suddenly your head is hurting, and you're on your own side again, staring at him. Luther's looking down at his feet, and there's almost like this faintly sad look on his eyes. He just sort of raises his eyes slowly to you, and turns and walks back into the breach. All the candles go out. The darkness fades.
Well, that happened.
I got all dressed up for that.
You got all dressed up for nothing. You didn't no one else tried to talk to him, but that's okay.
Yeah. This is, I put an image of Sir Luther.
I tried to zoom us in on that in case. Did you see it, Fernando?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what he looks like. Okay. Well, that was not a total failure. We learned a lot of things here. Now we gotta figure out where they lost the Necronomicon, where they lost control of it, and take care of it. Okay, I really thought Sharon would have a chance of working. I really did. Oh well. Oh well. I really wanted the powers of the Judgment inverted, but I can't put myself under his control. That's like he could have there's too many dark things he could use my powers for. I definitely made the right choice here.
Yeah, it's probably the right choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would have been a very different adventure, though.
Yeah. Working for Black Sun again. No, not this character.
Yeah.
Hey, if you swapped bodies, we could have killed Jorel's old body.
Yes.
And have a...
Yes. I know. I know. I know what could have happened if that had worked. Yeah, which is why I tried to do it. Okay, well, also, like, the other thing that could have happened is that since he was supposed to walk back through the breach, like, Jorel's body would have stayed back while he was back to where he was controlling Black Sun from, and still able to control my familiars, and tell them, okay, kill Jorel, like, interrogate him while I impersonate him.
Would have honestly been like the most like D&D late game wizard stuff I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, I would have been inside of his body, trying to control his organization while my familiars that I'm psychically connected to are interrogating him for information in a body that still feels pain. That was my plan. That's what Sharon was all about, and so close, so close.
If only we knew he was undead beforehand, maybe you could have cracked the book and did some. We could have done some.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh my god!
But then they would know you have it. I don't know if they know you have it yet, do they?
I don't have access to the vassal spell, but I don't think I would have needed the vassal spell. I might just have needed the spell to control undead that I used on Chef. True, very unlikely to work on Luther. It's probably higher level.
Reasonably high level.
Well, at least we learned that his dad is not in control of Black Sun anymore. We learned that they're not in control of the undead that they've released upon the world anymore. And yeah, we've learned stuff. I'd say that's I'd say that's pretty good use of my one attempt to get the judgment reversed. Overall, he was an undead. Karma couldn't have read his mind. Okay. Well, I think this was the best we could have gotten out of that.
That was also a really good search roll by Thalario.
Yes. Oh yeah, we also learned that he's an undead, but I'm pretty sure everyone who sticks around the Necronomicon for too long becomes an undead. From what I've heard of the Seekers. Okay. It's night, and the area in which there's a lot of skin is huge, which means it's unlikely he'd know specifically where we are and be able to do anything. So I say we just
Maybe we should teleport and hide somewhere else.
Yeah, I was thinking we just go back to the tree and take a rest. I haven't slept in 3 days, and Villarreal's ability to recover fatigue doesn't mean that I'm not still feeling the effects of that.
Once we get back on our feet, maybe we could go to Port and hide out there for a bit.
To Port what?
The south in Port Room?
Tibus?
No, the one
Okay,
by the one to the south.
Port Rue.
Yes.
Yeah, it's unlikely to have undead there already, but I'm thinking maybe we should go to Terra Santa, take care of that skin monster. Well, night is of good counsel, so we'll sleep on it and decide tomorrow. I'm gonna have Filario keep watch.
Alright, so Thalario and Chef are posted on watch duty.
Oh yeah, Filario and Chef, because Chef is
Chef is always on watch duty. Or lunch duty, no, watch duty.
Watch duty, alright.
Alright, Killian, are you taking a rest as well?
Maybe.
Continuing to charge things up.
I will do one thing first.
Okay. Oh no, that's Joro. I don't know what you're doing. Oh wait.
But that was kind of a shocker.
What was the shocker?
All right. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Luther?
Yeah, I didn't know he was in charge instead of his dad.
How are you familiar with
Oh, that was out of character.
Ah, come on.
Oh, no.
Come on. Don't
That was, I mean, because I thought we were still waiting on Stan.
Well, we are technically still waiting on stands.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I was.
This actually would not be the worst time for like an introduction for him, but he's doing a very important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could meet him in Port Rue. That'd be a good place to meet him.
Right. Yep. Do we want to call a break now? Wait until Stans gets back?
It may be for the best. I also admittedly need to discuss our schedules have been really bad, so we've only had like 2 nights to actually talk about it. So yes, if you guys would be cool with that, and Atari is weirdly a good place to have him meet up with you.
Very thematical.
Anatary?
Yeah, we're in Anatary right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a tree.
Very thematical because that's where we meet all of the new player characters that
And it's where Omen's from.
yeah, and it's where Omen's from, so alright.
It's everyone everyone but Joral then is from, or met the party.
Well, everybody else originally, Genus, Zemnis, and Omen all met in Terra Santa.
Yeah.
But Omen was from Anatary, you met us in Anatary, and now this other new person's going to meet us in Anatary.
But
Anatary is a cool little crossroads for things.
but I'm
Where'd you pick up
pretty
Zoya?
sure. Oh yeah, Zoya. We met her in the Scar of the Martyr, which is very close to Anatary, but
Specifically the most northern part, as I remember. Oh no, yeah, she came from the most northern part. She met you sort of in the middle.
Yeah, and yeah, Banff was from Shivat or Lenet. One of
Yeah,
those
he was from
two.
the Barge. I think he was just from. I think he was from Shiva, and then he literally punched his way up through the Monogatari Mountains, and then like left on a boat, and just continued to make a useful nuisance of himself all the way into Duano.
Yeah.
No, I hope that doesn't come off poorly on the recording. I mean, like, I guess I shouldn't talk about his backstory in case he ever wants to come back. I don't think he will, but
And
he
like
likes to.
dead Link. This is no bad time to come back to the game.
No.
Hi everyone, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to keep up with all of the adventures on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification each time we upload the next episode of this story. And it would be very nice of you to like and share the video to help this channel grow. Have a nice day everyone.